That one.
It's the Jamie Show.
It's not the Jamie Show. Welcome to Not the Jamie Show, guys.
Bunch of fags.
Yes.
Welcome to the Alf Me Show.
Alf Me Show.
No, but that takes J out of it. Maybe it's the Jalf Me Show. Right?
Oh, the Jalf Me Show. Yeah, good point. The Jalf Me Show.
The Jalf Me Show.
What's up, guys?
Yeah, we just started this.
Holy ear rap Batman.
We're just we're just totally obnoxious. And...
Yeah, well, fuck them all. Who cares? It's all about me, Alfie, and Amy. Anyone else can get to fuck.
Get to fuck.
Gangle said, one day I'll catch one of your streams, Alf.
Aww.
He's always working when I'm streaming. I want to get him on a stream. Maybe I'll do a late night one time.
I mean, I would be working too if I wasn't unemployed. So
that's why I'm glad you're not employed.
I know. But right now, it's pretty dope.
Hello, Chrissy. What's up, Billy? What's up, Dan? Oh, there's Gangle, but you can't listen in. Kyle, what's up? Paul. Where's Chris? Oh, yeah, Chris is with his friend.
I gave him shit earlier. I texted him. I said, hey, tell your friend to fuck off.
Oh, he said he might jump in later, so it depends how long we go for. But if nobody's got any time limit today, we can go on for a while. 24-hour stream, y'all. You guys ready?
Red guy!
If anybody can listen to the entire 24-hour stream, I will give you $100. No, that's not true. Because I'm not going to stream for that
sounds very chill. Live life.
Yeah, that was the point. He did a 24-hour stream once, right?
And nobody came to see him, even though he was paying people.
Oh, no. Damn.
Dude, how sad is that?
He couldn't get viewers even with $100 giveaway and shit. That's pretty sad.
Yeah, I know.
Poor guy.
That's pretty fucked up, man. You pay people to come watch their shit, like, nah.
Nah, you might win $100. Nah.
Yeah, nah.
That's right.
So
I don't need $100 that bad. That's all right. I haven't done much.
I love that that's his ringtone. It's so cute.
Yeah, it is cute. That's how much Jamie loves Josh.
Yeah.
I need to take that and put it in the audio recording thing that I downloaded recently, and I have to change it to a certain format to be able to use it as a ringtone. It's really weird.
Red guy said, "Are this really a 24-hour stream?"
Not
at all.
Not at all.
I have work in less than 24 hours. Well, probably, yeah, I have work in like 13 hours.
We so need to get Red Guy on a stream.
Red guy stream. Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll get him on there. Like how you were saying, Jay, that was a good idea. That we could just screen share on him and he can like type talk to us.
Yeah, and he can type talk to us, yeah.
Yeah. Or send us pictures and stuff or little videos.
Oh my god, Paul.
Oh shit, that's true. Jay's a vegan now. You gotta pay $250.
Vegan. I'm a fuck.
Jay, if I don't see $250 in my PayPal in like 5 minutes, you're booted out of it.
Actually, it's 175 because I deduct my commission due to the fact that I am your financial advisor.
Take your pay out of it. I get the leftovers. So 175.
Hi, Rogie.
Rogue.
See you.
It's not your birthday anymore, but happy birthday still.
Yeah. Still,
it goes
happy
on
birthday.
for a few days.
I think it was the 23rd, right? April 23rd was her birthday.
I hope you're enjoying your fake virtual sailing.
Yo, she said that, and I legitimately thought that she was going sailing. I was like, how fucking cool is that? She's like, not in real life, okay?
Oh, yeah, the one day, that was like 2 days later. The one night she was like, all right, guys, I gotta go. I'm going sailing. And I was like, oh, that's cool. She went sailing. That's awesome. Then the next day she's like, oh, it's in a video game. I was like, what? I thought you really went sailing. Like,
look what Red Guy said. Rogue, the howling mad dyke of the West. So what are we going to do today? We're going to read some articles.
Yeah, I've got so many. I don't even know which ones we should do. How about I read the titles to you and you guys pick one, or we can let the chat decide, right?
And also,
Yeah.
while we're doing this, I'm also going to be writing my speech.
All right.
Okay. Let's see. The problematic presence in futuristic worlds, white people.
Oh God.
Hollywood should make movies that grapple with Gamergate. Did we read that one right? Yeah, I don't think so.
Ew.
I got one on the 2 black guys get arrested at Starbucks. We know enough of that. We don't need to read that. Hero who shot man trying to kill cop gets sued by criminal's family. That sucks. That's something else. L on shootings of unarmed black men as a white person. I'm ashamed. Oh, Ellen said that.
Oh no.
That's an article about Ellen DeGeneres saying she's ashamed that she's white.
Right. Well, the simple answer to that one is she can suck a dick.
Yeah. Terry Crews. Men don't see women as all the way human.
Oh no.
Oh God.
Can we start with that one?
Yeah. What's the chat think? Let's see.
Yo, Terry Crews think women aren't totally human.
I think we should go with that.
I mean, he's kind of right.
No, we think of you as humans we want to stick our dicks in.
We're 75% human and 25% unknown creature.
No. 100% human. We don't want to fuck non-humans, all right? That's disgusting.
Ew.
Unless they're space aliens, I'll totally fuck a space alien.
If she's hot or just anyways?
Just anyways, just to teach it a lesson. That is what
as long as there's an orifice, you're down?
Yeah, this is what it's like to come to Earth, bitch.
Like, what if it's not even a woman? What if they're like, there's no gender?
Yeah, but I thought women were from Venus.
If they don't have holes, I'll find a fucking flap in it and I'll fucking stick my dick in that. Welcome to Earth, bitch. All right, here we go. Terry Crews. Let's get on the screen share.
Yeah.
Terry Crews.
Terry Crews, man.
Terry Crews, man.
He married Rita the whore, La Vida Loca.
Hell, Marino. They're talking about Jay's militant veganism.
Every time you do this, I try to scroll down the screen share like I can control it.
You're like, come on, scroll.
Alfie, why is your there we go. Yeah, it happens when you up your browser size. That's better.
Yeah. I just did it. Duh.
No, I didn't realize. I thought you had like a weird sized monitor or something.
Yeah, I still gotta watch that Devin Tracy videos halfway through it. You can see it on the tab on top. All right, so Terry Crews, during a panel at last week's Women in the World Summit, why is he even doing that? Actor and hashtag Me Too activist.
No, is he really?
Yeah, he got. You never heard about him? He got sexually assaulted. You didn't hear about that?
No, I did not.
Some producer, I think it was a woman though, went up to him and just grabbed him by the dick, like in front of his wife and everything, or something like that.
Wow.
He'll probably say it in here exactly what happened because he'll probably why he
sounds like sexual assault to me.
Yeah, he was like, "What the fuck?" Like, yeah, it is basically. He's one of the few guys that are part of like the Me Too because he said it's happened to him too. Talked about the cult of toxic masculinity. Come on, Terry, and how men often fail to perceive women as all the way human. Masculinity can be a cult, Crews explained. And when I say cult, it's no different than David Koresh. Yeah, right. Eat my ass. It's no different than Jim Jones. Yeah, I never heard of masculinity cults drink Kool-Aid and kill themselves. Like that's.
Oh my Lord.
I don't think so. This is what happens. This is what happens with men and women. As a woman, they talk, but a guy is not looking at you as even all the way human. That I don't agree with that. This is what you have to understand. There is a humanity issue here, he continued. Women are like, why don't you hear me? Why don't you see my feelings? And men are like, but you're not all the way human. You're here for me. You're here for my deal. It's real. What?
I really hope that he
That's
explains.
so off.
I need to know how he thinks about this. Like,
yeah.
What do you mean they're not all the way human? What do you mean you don't think they're all the way human? You have to explain what you mean by that. Because you're staring at their tits? What do you mean?
Here it goes. Women are like, why don't you hear me? Because you talk too much. And and then they say, why don't you see my feelings? Because you have too many feelings and we don't. And we're like, well, what's the big deal? You know?
People are generally just really bad at like talking about their feelings. You don't, if you think about your shit, you don't really have to go on and on. You're like, hey man, I feel sad today. This is why. It's that simple.
Yeah, men are quick to explain things where women tend to make things longer.
Dude, women go story A. Oh, and then there was story B. Oh my god, and then there's story C. Oh my god, and then you're all the way up to F, and the
then
guy's
you want
like,
to complain that your man don't want to listen to you. It's like, well, you talk all day. Like, I'm sorry. And it's such a mundane shit that I'm like, I just want to watch TV. And,
yeah, I hear you.
You know, then you talk about your feelings. Like I said, guys don't talk about their feelings that much. It's just not our thing.
No.
We don't have feelings like women do. That's what I'm saying. Women are more emotional, right? So
unless you guys are fucking depressed.
Well, I like talking about what I am feeling.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's different because women will talk about it.
See what happens to men when they turn vegan?
Why it's a big deal?
Oh my god!
I bet he's already producing milk from his breast.
Just let me
for like what, almost 20
We're gonna make it 24 hours, okay?
Men start producing milk in their breasts when they stop eating meat. So. look forward to that, Amy. Jay. Cruz also admitted his own complicity in this system. Of course, that's the true fucking white knight, fucking virtue signaling, fucking SJW shit. I am guilty. I believed simply because I was a man that I was more valuable than my wife and the other women in my life. That sounds like a personal problem.
That does sound like a personal.
It doesn't sound like you're. Yeah, that's because you're a man. That sounds like because you're a self-centered bastard. To illustrate his point, he talked about going to strip clubs with his teammates when he was playing football. So, you go to a strip club, and here's the woman, and the whole thing, and once she starts talking about that she has kids or she starts talking about anything in her life, it's like stop, because she's becoming a human before my eyes. No,
what?
That's not what it is.
What?
You say stop because you don't give a shit what she has to say. You're looking at her dance. That's what you're there for, and that's what they're there for. I don't want you to be human. I want you to be an object. No, you want her to be a dancing human that doesn't talk. I want you to be something pretty to look at. Yeah, humans are pretty. But as you talk, you're making things too real for me.
What?
Yeah, that's like I said. See, this is exactly what happens with these SJW kind of people. It's all personal problems, right? And they try to put that onto everyone.
Yeah, what the hell? This is you showing how you're kind of prejudiced, bro.
Yeah.
Why you think all other men think like this?
Yeah, this is your shitty mentality. I mean, I agree. There are some men who think like that, but I mean, we're not all like that. That way, even if it comes to the same conclusions, it would still, we're not all think like that. The clip of Cruz's statement that has been recirculating this week, and as upsetting as his words are, there's something refreshing about them, about their honesty, that many men see women as subhuman. Probably they see them as human women. Stupid. They don't think men are humans and women are not. That's retarded. Nobody wants to fuck a non-human. You want to fuck humans.
Dude, who thinks like this? Like,
that's why I never understood the whole thing, like seeing women as objects. I was like, we don't see women as objects. Men don't want to fuck objects. They want to fuck women. You know what I'm saying? They want to fuck female humans.
I kind of understand the whole strip club thing, but that's kind of the point.
That's kind of the point. You're looking. It's like an art, right? It's like you're staring at a painting or something.
Yeah.
Except that art in that way is erotic. You know, it's an erotic art. It's a truth that is rarely and stated so plainly. Oh wait, that many. Yes, yeah. And as Cruz and so many of the Me Too activists knows, it's only by confronting these ugly truths head on that we can begin to move forward.
But you guys are just making shit up.
Yeah. But yeah, something happened to Terry. They didn't explain on here, but somebody grabbed his crotch. They grabbed his dick in front of everybody and shit.
Billy, I don't know about you, but I go to strip clubs to be a stripper psychiatrist.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Stop. There you go.
Stop.
So what'd you think of that?
Shut him down, no madam shop.
That's crazy.
Oh, right? No. Yeah.
You know what it is? Terry Crews has all daughters. He has like 4 of them.
These like Hollywood stars though that are really into this leftist, I'm gonna call it propaganda because it really is. It's just too much because they have too many people who like, I think like actors and shit, they're overly revered in my mind. Like people put way too much stock in shit that like Kim Kardashian says, and they're like, Sam Harris, who's that? It's like that's the problem, number one. I mean, it's fun. You need them both, right? But you need to be able to discern who has a better brain when it comes to thinking about issues in a rational manner. And they are not the people.
Fuck you, bish.
Fuck you, bish.
You son of a bish. All right. Here we go. We're gonna get on Ellen and how she's ashamed to be white because of unarmed black men.
Oh, I'm gonna puke.
I'm gonna puke. Char. Boo 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 boo. Boo 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 boo. Ellen DeGeneres and Van Jones had a talk about racism and police violence on The Ellen Show. Ellen DeGeneres said on The Ellen Show Friday that the staggering number of shootings of unarmed black men and boys made her ashamed to be a white person.
Wow.
Does the large number of shootings of unarmed white people make her ashamed to be a
How come nobody wants to address the black on black crime?
Yeah.
Because then they divert it and they're like, what about the white on white crime, motherfuckers? Yeah. And it's like, do you understand numbers at all?
No.
Proportions, perhaps? Have you ever heard that word?
I'm furious, she told her guest, news commentator Van Jones. As a white person, I'm ashamed. DeGeneres brought up two stories that made national news just this month. The police killing of Deontay Yarber in a Walmart parking lot in California, and an incident in Michigan involving 14-year-old Brennan Walker, who knocked on a door to ask for directions, only to be shot at by the white homeowner. That's not even police. DeGeneres and Jones's conversation was mainly focused on police shootings. The homeowner who shot Walker was not a member of the law enforcement. Yeah, that's what I just said.
Fucking Marino.
What did Marino
Chrissy
say?
Let
me see.
Black on black crime is hard to see.
Oh my God, Chrissy.
Yeah. I swear Chrissy Wednesday Adams all grown up and
yeah,
straight up.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, Chrissy is Wednesday Adams.
Way uglier though. Chrissy's way uglier.
We're not gonna get into this argument right now. I think how is this possible that this keeps happening and nothing? There's just blatant racism. What? Ellen. Jones offered some thoughts about how there's a glitch in the minds of many people who perceive the same actions by white people and black people in entirely different ways. He pointed to his own years in Yale University, where many white students use drugs regularly with little or no repercussions. Yeah, that's because they're not fucking loud about it.
No, Alf, it's unconscious bias.
They're like, ask anybody who lives in the ghetto. You got guys on bikes riding around going, trees. got white. You know, like if you're gonna be obvious about it on the streets, you're gonna get busted. You know?
Mm-hmm.
4 blocks away in the housing projects, kids were doing drugs and they all went to prison. Well, you're in the projects. There's crimes going on there. Projects are always bad. Yeah, dude, because we have this brain glitch that says if a white kid does it, maybe they need a little bit of help. If a black kid does it, we've got to punish them.
Oh my God, this is ridiculous.
He thinks we're still lynching black people and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Jonas said a major problem with law enforcement is that our culture has a default unwritten rule that police were always right. That police are always right? No.
Well, I mean, clearly they're not, but that is a default rule, right? You have to take into account the situation and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, I guess, it's a default rule that we're going to go. Yeah, we're going to go.
Police are there to enforce the law.
That's kind of their job. Yeah, they're they're there to stop criminals, right? So
Mhm.
the default is that that person did some sort of crime,
Mhm.
whether they're white or black, even. So
But here's a
that doesn't even
weird
make any
thing
sense.
that people don't seem to get either is like, okay, if if there's an area, right? Like let's say Chicago, there's a lot of areas there that are just fucking awful where they need to deploy
Mhm.
more cops and shit. They're obviously going to arrest more blacks because those areas are heavily populated with blacks who commit crimes. Now, that's not a racist thing. That's not like a bias thing. That's a, hey, we see a problem in this specific area. It's a problem area, so we need to handle that problem
Yeah.
area by sending the necessary forces to ensure that shit doesn't get out of hand. But apparently that's racist too. That's targeted black
Mhm.
harassment, or you guys are incarcerating all of our men and putting them in jail. That's why they don't have fathers. Like kids don't have fathers. It's like, bitch, if your fucking husband wasn't out there, your fucking shit ass baby daddy wasn't out there selling drugs to begin with and carrying a Glock around and fucking shit up, maybe he wouldn't be suspected of committing crimes or getting in trouble for it.
Kind of a chicken and the egg problem, right? Where it's like,
Mm.
what came first? Like a lot of black people getting busted, or black
Mhm.
people targeting black communities. I mean, cops targeting black communities.
Mhm.
And it's like, you got to think, well, maybe there's a lot of cops in those communities because there's a lot of crime there, you know.
Mhm.
But it's kind of like they're saying that that it was the cops came first and then the black people got
Yeah.
arrested.
I also
It's
hear
like, no.
people say it's the other way around. Like the cops are either coming there to actually like pay more attention to black people because they want to arrest them more because of racism.
No, those areas
No,
are,
obviously not. It just doesn't make sense.
yeah.
Mhm.
Well, last sentence on this is, any human system that doesn't have adequate checks and balances is going to tend towards abuse and corruption. Well, I agree with that sentence, but I don't think the abuse and corruption is where he thinks it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Somewhere else entirely. But look, Netflix, watch this Black show come Sunday.
Of
They're
course.
advertising it there because, you know, we got to help them. So you guys,
Isn't it weird how they like black people, these blacks who are like, oh, there's just this unconscious bias. It's like you are hindering the progress of your own communities by not punishing or by trying to stop punishment of the people who are committing the crimes and fucking shit up. If the numbers aren't high because we're purposely making them high, the numbers are high because your motherfuckers want to fuck shit up more.
Yep.
You know, it's like less than 10% of the black population in America that commits like 54% of homicides or something crazy like that. Like, it's insane. There's way more white people. Don't you think that, like, cops are there to do their job? I really don't think they're just like, let's, everybody, turn on your lights. Let's go out cruising and find some black people to fucking jail
The
and
reason
stuff.
you get a lot of arrests in black communities is because they tend to be ghettos, right?
Yeah.
And being a ghetto, they tend to be quite criminal.
Mm-hmm. But you can't win in this argument. It always comes back to white people. Okay, well, slavery is the reason that there's ghettos.
There's white ghettos too. You know, those white people are arrested more per capita than white people not living in ghettos. So, you know, because their ghettos tend to be criminal too. Why wouldn't black people's ghettos be criminal then? Right?
Well, there was an argument that I remember Josh Banko made. He was like, okay, white people commit more crimes because there's more of them. Right? And Devlin's like, no, there's actually more poor white people in raw numbers, but they don't commit nearly the amount of crime than blacks do.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, people just, that makes people so uncomfortable.
Yeah, we can't talk about it.
Yeah.
No, it is silly. There's statistics. I don't know why people can't take statistics into.
Because white people fudge the numbers, Alfie. Duh.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Per capita, they fudge the numbers per capita.
Oh, the per capita fallacy.
This next one for you, Amy.
Ooh.
You ready? I think we might have read this. Or did we read this one already? I don't
know. Let's see. What is it?
We were saving it for this from a while back and we forgot.
PewDiePie! No, we didn't, but I love it.
There we go. What's up, PewDiePie?
Florida, money.
Face. What the fuck?
He just shaved recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got rid of the beard.
Yay. Look at this guy's face. Paul McInnes. He looks like a fucking nerd.
He looks like a douche.
Yeah, he looks like a fucking douche. Childish,
offensive, and immensely popular. Look how jealous he is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry, Alfie.
Oh, okay. I was gonna let you go. Or you can read that part right there.
Right. Childish, offensive, and immensely popular. The YouTube star, whose real name is Felix Kjellberg, continues to command a huge audience. But what is he really saying?
Let's read into what he's saying and put our ideas into it. What we think he's saying. PewDiePie has started a book club. Once a month, the YouTuber sits in his box room studio, bathed in soft pink light, and why is that important?
I don't
and
know.
critiques a set of texts from his audience. The choices so far have tended towards sci-fi. I Am Legend, Brave New World. I love I Am Legend. And also included the picture of Dorian Gray. That's a good one. And American Psycho. For me to discover how much joy you can get through reading, the 28-year-old Swede said, it's been so much fun. This month, he wants his viewers to join him in plowing through Moby Dick. I like how he used plowing and dick in this.
I know.
A read-along of Herman Melville's opus is unlikely to generate the same interaction as more common YouTuber fare, like playing a violent prank or dissing a rival. That said, the first PewDiePie book review has still been watched 3.5 million times. Right thinking. Does he mean right thinking like correct thinking or right-wing thinking?
Probably right-wing.
Yeah. Right-thinking individuals may have struggled to engage young people with classical literature for decades. Felix Kjellberg just turns up and does it from his closet.
No, I think you were right initially. I think it was actually correct, but that's what he should have used.
Yeah. It was weird. Those kind of viewing figures are a minimum for Kjellberg. His channel, to which he posts daily, reached 60 million subscribers in January. It's now 61 million.
This is old, eh?
Let's see. When is it?
Because he's like 70 million now.
Oh yeah, damn, that was fast. I keep trying to move the page from the Hangout screen.
That's what I was doing.
No, it's from April 5th.
We like Alfie.
Oh shit. Okay. Let's do it. I was just curious.
Oh shit, I lost it. Oh, here I am here.
Yeah.
Now it's 61 million. That makes him the biggest creator on the site by far. To put it in context, Logan Paul, the frat boy YouTuber who made headlines last year after filming a suicide victim for clicks, has 16 million subscribers, and his total to those add his total to those of Justin Bieber, CNN, Nike, and Coca-Cola, and you still haven't gotten Kjellberg's numbers. PewDiePie is not only the biggest celebrity on YouTube, but probably the entire internet. Yeah, probably. Given the scale of his audience and his influence, not much is written about PewDiePie. Tech sites like The Verge and Polygon report on him and often critique him severely, but in the mainstream media, his name has broken through only either as a result of novelty or scandal. He was profiled several times by the British press when YouTubers entered the public consciousness in 2014, no doubt helped by the fact that Kjellberg lived in Brighton at the time. Last year, he made news globally after paying two Indian men to hold a sign saying "Death to all Jews." 3 months later, he drew headlines again after using the N-word while live streaming a video game. Yep, that's the one. He said, nigga, 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 nigga.
He said, nigga.
Oh, God. PewDiePie's content is written about even less often. In a way, it reflects how we in the media still classify YouTube as a tech rather than a cultural phenomenon. It's also perhaps because adults have a fixed view of what YouTubers are, narcissists with a webcam and a sponsorship deal. PewDiePie is not immune from such behavior. He has his own brand of ergonomic chair, ideal for gaming, that he sells for $400. But Kjellberg's videos are more largely concerned with critiquing the internet. I don't feel like he's that much of a narcissist. I think he kind of keeps it low-key.
Okay, you watch PewDiePie, right?
Yeah, I've watched him for years.
Please tell me what is harmful about Meme Review, where he just does little jokes. He gets demonetized over the stupidest shit.
Of course, I can imagine.
He started censoring himself saying fuck because they were giving him shit for that. There's certain they're memes. Like, how are you getting demonetized for using fucking memes? These are like publicly available things.
You know what PewDiePie should do? and I think would be a good idea for him to do. Start his own video hosting site.
Yeah, hey.
PewTubes.
PewTubes. That would be great.
Yeah.
I would hella subscribe to that.
Or
I
like-
love PewDiePie.
Or it could be like BroTube.
Brofist.
Yeah, that way he could make any video he wants because it's his own fucking video sharing site, and people can post shit, anything they want to. And
Sister Fister.
Sister Fister, and he's
Yeah,
so
he
big.
should.
He's so big, he probably will get sponsorship and ad deals, you know, so he could put ads on videos and make money
Dude,
off
he
it.
has 70 million subscribers and growing.
I think that's the only way people will say "fuck YouTube" is if
Yeah.
PewDiePie takes his 60 million fans and goes to another
Mhm.
site, and then
Yeah.
makes a free open fucking video sharing site. That'd be awesome. I'm gonna write him a letter. Each week, alongside reactive content like his savaging of Logan Paul's suicide video, PewDiePie posts 3 different shows. In the first, You Laugh, You Lose, Kelberg watches a stream of supposedly humorous or perhaps laughable clips. He mocks them and tries not to laugh. On Last Week, I Asked You, he sets his audience challenges and reviews the output. These challenges largely involve creating memes, and in the third show, Kelberg reviews the more popular memes on the internet. This show is called Meme Review.
Meme review.
Ah! If this sounds like TV to you, you're not wrong. From Clive James on television to The Soup via Candid Camera and You've Been Framed, people on TV talking about watching TV is a tried and trusted staple. Same thing with the internet. That Tosh.0 is basically that, right?
Yeah, Tosh is good.
He will watch his fail videos. That's basically it. Filming in his small room decorated with Japanese figurines and a poster of A Clockwork Orange. Hell yeah. Kelberg eschews the aspirational locations of many of his peers. He relies on the footage. This is just talking about what he does. Where's the saying shitty stuff? I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. But we probably all know all this shit already.
Okay, when Kelberg was confronted about his anti-Semitic prank, keyword prank, it was a fucking joke, you sensitive bitches.
And his offhanded use of racist language, he apologized. Another short clip, he said, "It's not that I think I can say or do whatever I want and get away with it. I'm just an idiot."
He's just honest.
However, it remains unclear whether his experience has led him to question his
But what
behavior. or is it
behavior?
the type of humor common in forums. Yeah, so what?
What behavior exactly? He said nigger once while he was playing a video game in the heat of the moment, and he said
no.
sorry. Right? He apologized. I don't think he should have. He didn't do
I don't think
anything
he should have either.
malicious.
He's like, I was just being silly. Get over it. I love the way he said it too. It's so funny. His ironic tone means he rarely says anything explicitly offensive, but the themes and memes that recur in his videos are consistent. Images of famous African Americans, Neil deGrasse Tyson, Barack Obama, captioned with the wrong names. Yeah, that's pretty funny.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's hilarious. A meme to which the punchline is respecting women.
Respect women.
Respecting women. African voices sampled and replayed in incongruous situations. That sounds pretty funny.
That's funny too.
Yeah. Recitations of English language posts on Indian Facebook.
Yeah, but those are real, man. Those are from Reddit. So
Yeah,
that's not PewDiePie doing anything
Yeah, he's
wrong.
not writing him. He's looking at funny shit on the internet. Too bad if you don't like that funny shit on the internet. Some people think it's funny. Pepe the Frog will also make appearances. You know, that's a big no-no.
Oh my god.
As for book review, the final item on last month's edition was Jordan B. Peterson's 12 Rules of Life. Kelberg gave it a rave review. I really enjoyed this book, he said. It made me understand people around me better. Gay. Felix Kelburn is funny, intelligent, innovative, and highly charismatic. He also has one of the world's biggest public platforms that remit restricted only by YouTube's terms of service. To call him an alt-right agitator would perhaps be unfair, as he has never publicly identified with the proto-fascist movement, but he shares much of their culture and amplifies it across the world. People should pay
So this is
PewDiePie.
a for PewDiePie article.
Yeah, this is kind of for PewDiePie, but you know, basically could have just slightly criticizing him being a meme or shitlord or whatever, you know, because they see that as alt-right culture. Shitlord isn't alt-right.
You know what I
culture.
like
It's just
about him though? He just does his thing and has fun. He's having fun. You can
Yeah,
just
that's
tell.
all it is.
Like people have a problem with people having fun these days.
Yeah, I don't get it.
And you kind of have to be able to do that without worrying about like people getting mad if you're going to say something because you're making jokes. He's on the fly. He's chilling in his room. He's by himself. He's looking at shit and he's just hanging out. Like,
yeah, yo.
I don't know. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, I like PewDiePie. I used to watch him a lot like 8 years ago.
Leica and I have bonded over PewDiePie.
He used to do like a show every Friday, and it'd always be like different shit. But he'd have one where people would just send him stuff.
Oh, Fridays with PewDiePie?
Yeah, Fridays with PewDiePie. Yeah. And he'd open up packages that people would send them, and it's always people would send them the most ridiculous shit.
Yeah.
So funny. And he'd use them, you know, like stuff that, you know, like when it would be like weird sex stuff, he would like use them in different ways, like not sex ways, you know.
I think that's Lawai now, right?
Lawina?
Lawai. That's what the show's called. Last week I Asked You. That's the new one where he like gets stuff from other people. So I guess he's like kind of he's given them names, right?
Yeah.
So there's Meme Review, and then there's Fridays with PewDiePie, and now there's Meme Review, Lawai, and there's another one I forgot.
And the other one was when him and Marcia used to play games together. They get like board games, or like they do little internet like question games, like trivia or something like that.
They're so cute, those two.
And if you got a question wrong, they would do something stupid, you know, like they'd have to put a rubber band around their head or something for a question wrong.
Well, there's Israel flag. And that smile.
I just put it on a poll. I thought I'd share it with you.
Yeah, I love it. You're going to take that to Gays Against Sharia? You're going to get your ass beat.
Oh. No, I won't be taking it anyway.
You don't want to lose it. You'll probably rip it out his hands. Yeah, no, that's what they do, right?
Yeah. Well, no, they probably wouldn't. I might take it to the Al God's March. But yeah, I just thought I'd share that with you since it's done.
Is that a vegan poll?
Jeez. Oh, it's
Marino, the vegan poll is in his pants. Is Bananarama listening?
Who knows? Yeah, so you were saying about PewDiePie.
I think we were done with PewDiePie now.
Yep.
Now we're going to either white people in future worlds or movies should grapple Gamergate. Which one you guys think?
What was the first one, sorry?
White people in future worlds. I guess in like sci-fi future movies.
Yeah, both of those sound good.
No, the Gamergate sounds boring.
Yeah, let's do the first one.
All right. More movies should be tackle Gamergate.
Oh my god.
These guys won't drop it. Like Gamergate doesn't even bother anymore, right? There's like nothing anymore. It's just people still talking.
That shit was 2 years ago. Who gives a fuck?
Like, why would you make movies grappling it? Like, who gives a shit?
Because the victims, the people who thought they were victims, still want some glory or something out of that. They need to keep bringing out that victim mentality cloth, you know?
Sure do.
Pity us. We need you to pity us, please.
Exactly. Fucking sad.
Fucking fags. All right. The problematic presence in futuristic.
What is on your mind?
Worlds as white people. Cyberpunk. That used to be a cool game. Sci-fi allows us
to Punk Girl.
Punk Girl? You mean Tank Girl?
Sorry, yeah, Tank Girl. Yeah.
Punk Girl.
I don't know.
Yeah, I've seen Tank Girl. It was a comic book before it was a movie.
Yeah. It's fucking. I love that movie. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
Sorry, it just made me think of that.
Yeah, that was great. Sci-fi allows us to envision a time and place way beyond current year, a time when descendants of our wives' sons will be remembering progressive journalists as the right side of history. and we must continue to fight for this with correct visions of the future. It's bad enough that we have toxic alt-right games like Warhouse's Studios' Kingdom Come Deliverance. That to be to like understand this, Kingdom Come Deliverance is like a fantasy game with like knights and shit. How is that alt-right? That right-wing politics didn't even exist at that time. Like, what are you talking about? And CD Projekt Red's The Witcher, another fantasy game. This is really insane.
Mhm.
that insist on historical accuracy just as an excuse to exclude people of color and inject white supremacy into games.
Dude, there were no fucking blacks in there.
Oh my god.
What the hell?
Imagine a samurai game coming out, like a Japanese company makes a samurai game and people telling them, why are there no black people and white people in your game?
I know.
Like, because samurais are exclusively fucking ancient Japan. Like, but black people and like Hispanics in fucking knight armor and shit. Oh my god, why can't they be historically accurate? What's the problem with that? Too fucking bad. You want to make like Zulu games, make Zulu games. I'm not gonna tell you to
Yeah,
put
exactly.
Mexicans and white people in Zulu tribes. Like, you know, I would never say that. Well, shit. All the African tribesmen are talking, and all of a sudden one guy comes out and goes, hey man, what's going on? You're here.
Yeah. You're not an insecure Mexican,
Yeah.
are you?
No. Where's my spear, man? I want to kill one of them lions. This doesn't make any sense, man. It's retarded.
Holy crap.
We're all counting down to 2044 where white people will finally be the minority in the United States. Oh my,
Wow, that's hella racist.
that's so
man.
racist. Yeah, that's extremely racist. Well, what does Cyberpunk 2077 have on its poster? That's right, a white woman. In the year 2077, a
Wow.
full 33 years after the watershed year that will finally end racism and capitalism.
Not if you bitches are around.
They think that, does this person literally think that it's going to hit 2044 and white people are going to be the minority, which no, they aren't going to be.
So there's going to be less
that's
racism
words.
because less white
That-
people.
that all of a
Math.
sudden, not only is racism going to end, but capitalism is going to end at that point.
Math, yo.
That's
That's
retarded.
math.
And no, white people won't be the minority. They'll just be more of every other kind of race than white
Exactly.
people in the United States. But Asians will still be a minority, an extreme minority. Black people will still be a minority because there'll be way less black people than there are white people.
Mhm.
So it
Hi,
does-
Chris.
Hello, Chris.
is he in here?
No, he's
Yeah.
muted though.
Yay! Chris, there's no white people in the future. 2044. That's the end of white people. Sure, there might be just a few old crusty white people in some hole waiting to die.
Wow.
Dude, this shit is fucking racist as fuck. Like, holy shit.
Yeah.
I
Wow.
thought it was gonna be retarded, but this is fucking seriously like deep dark shit, man. And by dark I mean black. No, I'm joking.
No, you ain't.
Obviously, but this is some dark shit. This
Yeah,
person,
that's
oh
pretty
yeah,
dark.
by Game Journal Graham. Obviously, he doesn't put his actual name in there.
Marino.
What did Marina say?
Chris is
I don't
here.
know.
Get ready. They'll be banned.
I resent that. Jesus Christ.
I was going to say you should time him out. Yeah.
Hello.
What's up, Chris? Welcome aboard.
Oh, it looks very exciting.
Oh yeah. But let's read that again. Sure, there might just be a few crusty white people in some hole waiting to die, but they certainly wouldn't be in any place of representation anymore. So they're saying in 2077, white people won't be in any place of representation anymore. You're not going to see white people in any media. They're not going to run anything. Even Europe, which is the bastion of racism and colonialism, will finally be a place for people of color with the current flow of refugees, with hundreds of millions more waiting on the shores of Africa and Middle East. This person is basically just has a deep hatred for white people and don't want white
How
people
the
around
fuck
anymore.
did we go from talking about a video game to migrants?
Yeah. It's not video games. I guess it's just sci-fi in general. I guess this person just doesn't like that white people are in sci-fi because he thinks in
But
the
see, like,
future white people
a
aren't going
lot
to be
of these-
there anymore.
Articles are so American centric, you know what I mean? Which is a majority white country, which I don't
Yeah.
know why they have such a problem with that. It's
I mean, this is Politaku. I guess that's both magazines together, like Kotaku
Yeah.
and Poly. What was the other one? Poly something?
Polygon.
Polygon. Yeah. Did they merge? And now they're Politaku. This it's like they merged. That's weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, I guess their SJW-ness didn't let them survive separately, so they had to merge to become one powerful force of regressiveness.
Whoa, what's that?
What was that?
Pipe. I need to fill it back up.
Oh.
It's one of those that has the lid on top, with the little hole.
Oh.
They're nice. Okay, where was I? The only reason that these futures portrayed in stories like Deus Machina, Deus Ex, or the Hunger Games are dystopian is because of the continued existence of white people.
Oh my god. Holy fuck.
And a future in which white people still have their own nations is far too dystopian for my taste.
Wow.
Indie developers need to make games that portray the real future, where you don't have to fight or fear, with no story tension or a character arc, but where you can explore important issues like LGBTQ. What the fuck is that? LGBTQ2PI plus liberation.
Really?
And the freedom of the change your gender multiple times a day in the high-tech sex change vending machines built by fierce women of color.
Oh, gross.
I'm gonna tell you what, this is not real. Polytaku must be.
Yeah, I was gonna say this seems like satire.
Yeah. Now it's really. At first they were real subtle, and I kind of got it, and they kind of got me. But now it's not so subtle anymore. And I'm like, this is not real.
It's like The Onion.
Yeah. It's Onion, but it's making fun of Polygon and Kotaku, and making like.
Yeah,
that's
I got
right.
you.
That's
how. That's how far left the fucking.
I know, right?
They are that I actually believe this Poe for the vast majority of this. Remember your place, white people. It's in an inferior past. An inferior past that will be burnt out by a bright socialist globalist future of strong people of color without racism, hate, or a conflict of any kind.
Oh my god. Well, I'm glad we figured that out.
Oh my god. This writer's good because he started really soft, you know what I'm saying? It kept getting more and more extreme, so you will figure it out till the end, and you're like, oh. Now I kind of want to see what else they have. New BattleTech will let you choose your own pronouns. Why it doesn't go far enough?
Yeah, we should really have looked around the page a bit better.
Yeah, it's true. We would have seen this.
This is brilliant.
WarioWare
have to check this website out.
Caters to the upper class, and that's a problem.
The WarioWare.
Right. God of Boar. Why Santa Monica's new game is more of the same. Oh, that's kind of true, probably.
I'm Mario. I'm gonna win.
I got a link for you, and I got an article for you, Alfie.
Okay.
It's in the chat.
Oh, give me 1 sec. I'll be right back.
Persona 5 discriminates against players who didn't attend high school. It's time to talk about the menstruation cycles of our female video game idols. How the Nintendo Labo triggered my PTSD.
I quite like this site. Actually.
Yeah, I might have to start going through this more often. Games journalist almost has to admit he was wrong on Twitter. Luckily, other person has anime avatar.
Are you just exploring the site now?
Yeah, I was just looking through the names of some of them.
Nelson
Mandela.
Oh my god. Nelson Mandela would have bought a Nintendo Switch before a PlayStation 4 or Xbox One.
Damn right. I endorse that message. PAX stats reveal 90% of gaming panels actually just narcissists talking about themselves.
I know.
This site is cool. I'm definitely going to keep this. I'm definitely going to bookmark this.
Yeah, bookmark that shit.
We'll come back to this on the other streams and laugh some. These guys are cool. Bookmark this page. And also, follow us on Twitter. Let me...
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow them on Twitter.
Twitter.
On Twitter. Well, at least that's how the British people say.
Oh, they've got a Discord as well. Of course they have.
Oh. Oh, I clicked the Tumblr one. I don't want to go on the Tumblr one. I was like, what? Enter password? What the fuck are you talking about? Tumblr. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Ba-da-doo, ba-da-doo. Na-ma, na-ma, ma, na-ma. He said I'm back in no time. How's my cigarette?
Oh, la vida loca no more.
How's my cigarette? Good as it can get. And kill some time. Yeah.
What's happening?
What's happening?
I have no idea. I gave Alfie a link to an article, but
I've
they
heard
started
it.
singing.
That's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna sing.
It says, I don't care as long as you sing.
Have you
It's the
not looked
name
at
of
the
the-
title of the video, Chris?
I don't care as long as oh, God.
And by the end of the stream, Chris, you have to sing something.
I know. I'm just thinking what I'm going to sing.
All right. Let's get into this Jay thing.
Mhm.
This horrible thing Jay wants me to read that's super boring, but you guys, just bear with us and we'll plow through this together, guys. I swear. Maybe we'll throw in some Jay.
Some what, Alf?
I'm just
For
kidding.
Didn't hear you.
Cheers, Alf. If you did hear me, you would have said, yeah, cheers, Alf.
All right. I'll go with it.
Sorry, my computer's going slow.
Alf,
Think.
can I ask you
Yes?
your official reaction to the Nintendo Switch getting hacked wide open the other day?
I don't know. I don't really care about that.
Would you consider like doing that to yours, or would you be happy like buying?
Nah,
something?
I don't like to hack my stuff. Maybe if I get a second one at some point, but I don't like hacking my stuff. I like keeping it a template.
Yeah, I understand that. Getting a second one is a very good idea.
Yeah, they'll eventually go down in price, and then you'll have two. I can have two, and two is
Check
great
it
anyway.
out. Gavin
You could play-
McInnes's face.
Oh yeah, he looks so goofy, right?
Oh yeah, you want to ad block for this fucking website? Shit.
Oh God, yeah, you need an ad blocker on
why
this
my-
website.
Ad block.
That's
What's
why-
that?
This website, cookies. Oh God, yeah, fuck you. Major police operation expected as gays against Sharia and counter demonstration take place in Bristol on Saturday. There will be a huge.
This is Jay rabble rousing again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
look at him right there with one of those fucking Nazi flags walking down. Oh man, take it away. Oh look, something about Union City. Let's go to that instead of this Bristol shit. Can I close this right here? Maybe this will help. Close. I said close. God
Has
damn
that
it.
computer broken or something?
Oh,
Okay.
what is this fucking site you giving me here?
You
man?
needed an ad block if it breaks.
I don't have bad block.
Oh well, it wasn't good enough.
This is what Jay does to me.
It is a shit website. It's terrible.
Oh, I loaded this fucking shitty ad up from deep shit.
What are you doing now? It's in the time for
Oh.
like dating advice off websites.
Jay is trying to get me to fucking date some chicks or something. He's trying to hook me up with vegan women. Some of them are cute though, so I don't blame you.
Oh my god. What is this doing?
A major police operation is being mounted this weekend to manage a march by the anti-Islam group Goys Against Sharia.
Guys against
For
Sharia.
another march. Gays
Does that say
against
Gash March? It does.
Gash March.
It does. Look, the demonstration has been organised by local LBG, blah, 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 blah. Expected to challenge the Gash March.
Hashtag gash hounds.
Gash
Jesus
house.
Christ.
That's
Get
what the
your
lesbians,
dicks
parade.
out.
the lesbians go on gash. What the lesbians go on gash marches.
Apparently so.
The group are expected to meet close to Temple Mead Station and march through Redcliffe to the city center on Saturday afternoon.
Wow, the Bristol Post get really poor information.
Why is that not true?
That's not where it's at.
Well, what you guys could ask the person who liaised with Gays Against Sharia and
Yeah,
the
I am.
police.
I am
what
doing.
the route is. Oh right, okay, yeah, that's me. Yeah, shit, I forget that. So first of all, yes, we are
Fucking
leaving
Jay.
from Temple Mead. We're not going through Red. I don't think that area is called Redcliffe. It's called Temple Way, and we're not going to the city centre.
This shit is fucking crashing.
And also, You know how they said a huge police presence? The police, yes, they will have officers available, but their plan is to have a small contingent and to deploy more officers as and when needed. Because they don't want the city overrun with fucking coppers everywhere.
I think Hal's computer broke.
I think Jay's gonna have to do it from his screen share.
Okay, hang on.
Or do you have to kill the tab?
Oh, that's so much better. It's running so much faster the second I close that page.
It's a shit
Everything
website.
went
wanna-
right back
do you wanna
everything went right back to normal.
Do you want to present me then?
Now
Present.
Present.
That
me.
sounded a bit.
to
Present
your
me
future
like our
wife?
French
Resist
girls.
that, Alf.
yeah, it's like I'm gonna present you to your future wife, or
Present me to the world.
you're being presented, Jay. You want to read it, Jay? You can read it.
No, I'm cutting stuff up. You carry on.
Can you roll? Can you scroll down for me?
It's not
You want me to
presenting
do it
for
myself?
me. It is on there.
You read this.
No, yeah, you'd have to watch it on the YouTube.
That's,
Oh no, you just have to click on.
Yeah,
Jay
you just have to click on me.
God.
and it'll present it for you. Yeah, I know, right?
There we go. Fucking Jesus Christ.
You got to scroll down way more, Jay. I read all that already.
Sorry. Okay.
Gash
Awesome.
March. All right. The last time a similar event took place was in September last year, when two alt-right gay groups calling themselves Gays Against Sharia and also British and Immigrants Against Terrorism.
Well, only one of them is a gay group. The
Okay.
second one isn't. The second one is in the title.
Yeah.
Oh, so the one Jay is on is the gay group, just so everybody
Yeah,
knows.
Jay
Yeah,
is
Jay's
Jay
with the gays. We
Jay is the
knew
gay
that.
alt-right group.
Yeah.
It's
And
really
vegan,
Gays Against
vegan.
Sharia is really just one guy. It's just Jay. He just goes out there by I'm against Sharia, mate.
Israel flag.
This real flag and a dildo, and a big floppy dildo on the other hand. In a teacup, a dildo sticking out. In the event, around 65 million marched from Temple Mead, surrounded by a large police escort along Redcliffe Way to Queen Square.
That's correct. Wow.
Oh. There, police had cordoned off the historic square with a large ring of steel, 8-foot-high metal fences that blocked all the access to the square. Wow.
Indeed.
And that's a picture of them right there. Those are the walls.
That's a very impressive
Yes.
wall.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yes. We have, I believe we're one of the only forces in the country that have these, and they are amazing at keeping
They're like-
groups separate.
Portable walls.
Yes.
Like walls you could take with you anywhere.
Yeah.
Don't like people? Carry this wall with you.
Yeah, exactly. Why does
Wink, wink,
Chris-
nudge, nudge, Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris is already calling Bristol police right now. Like, where do you get them walls?
I need a fucking team to
Where
carry
can
them,
I
wouldn't I?
order
Couldn't do it myself.
Attach it to your wheelchair. You'll be fine.
And then I could strap it to the roof of my mini, I suppose, but I can't.
Oh
carry
God,
it.
that might cause a lot of
That
trouble.
would be so cute.
A similar route is expected after the campaigners who are gathering in the square at Temple Square behind Temple Mead Station set off
Where?
at around 2 p.m. Temple Square,
It's pronounced key.
Key.
Square.
It's his Mexican mouth. It can't quite do it.
Temple Square.
It sounds like he's
Ma-
calling you a queer in an English accent.
Listen, laddie, just
Square.
make a right at Temple Square. Off you go, lad. Temple Square.
What's I don't get it. You're Irish.
Oh, I love you guys.
I love you too.
Oh, where'd I put that pipe? I must laugh more. Oh, here it is. The group, which objects to being called far right, but yet you continue to call them that,
And alt-right.
and alt-right, are calling their event a justice march. The Gays Against Sharia said they are marching in solidarity with and to raise awareness about the case of Kevin Bunny Crean. Crean?
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce it properly.
Maybe Crahan sounds more good. Or Crehan.
Crehan. Yeah.
Yeah, Crehan. I feel like the H would be silent.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
Crahan.
Crahan. Yeah. I
You know, like
what you're saying.
like Cohen.
Yeah, yeah. You may never know.
We won't. Well, we could probably watch local news TV.
Oh, yeah, but Alf, can you be
Reporters.
asked?
No, I cannot. He was the Noel West man who died in Bristol prison at the end of December 2016. He had been jailed for a year after pleading guilty to an attack on a mosque in Totterdown in January 2016, which saw bacon. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Bacon placed on the door handles.
I shouldn't laugh at that.
A St. George flag tied to a fence and abuse shouted at two elderly people. I don't even see any of those being arrestable offenses. Maybe fines. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
Oh my god! Look at this creepy-looking person.
Yeah, he is creepy looking though. Crehan was one of 4 people involved in the incident. Another man was also jailed, but 2 others were not. The judge who sentenced 35-year-old Crehan to a year in prison said he was taking into account his long history of convictions. Oh, well, that's a little different. For mainly football-related violence in the sentence given. Yeah, you get enough misdemeanors, they're gonna end up putting you in jail. You know, like
yeah, exactly.
There's only so many you're gonna get before they say, "All right, we're locking you up." So I guess I can't really. Yeah. Oh God, he is weird looking. An inquest is yet to be held into the circumstances of death of Kevin Crehan, although a prison ombudsman. What the fuck is an ombudsman?
Ombudsman.
Fuck that shit. That doesn't exist.
It does.
It doesn't exist. I'm
Look,
passing
you Mexican.
passing right through that. Listen, you Welsh fuck. We don't speak Welsh in America, all right? We speak English.
Oh, English.
Damn right. Not like you, Welshman.
You don't even know how to spell fucking color, Alfie. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Quite right.
Oh, God.
Could you quietly?
Don't die.
I'm gonna
Don't
die.
die.
I'm gonna die.
Don't die.
I spell color better than you. What's wrong to you is better for me. Oh, sorry. My throat is rocked from that. After I said ombudsman, it just choked my throat because it's such an odd word to say. Into the death has now been completed, which now opens the way for the inquest to be scheduled by Avon Coroner, probably this summer. It sounds like that's a person's name. Hi, I'm Avon Coroner.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's the coroner in Avon.
Avon, yeah, I know. Well, I'm just saying the way that just looking at the word itself, it looks like it's a name. Avon
Tell you
Coroner.
what, the Bristol Post is as shit as the whole Daily Mail.
It
Yeah.
is.
Before the last event in September, Bristol Live revealed that the Gays Against Sharia organizer had sent a last-minute appeal to members of the Southwest Infidels, a far-right organization based largely on Facebook, which is closely linked into the English Defense League, to invite them to join the march.
Oh no, they invited a human rights group known as the EDL.
Me and Annie had a final police meeting today, and everything is in place. Just going to let you know the score. Police will be on the ground at Temple Meads from 7:30. They are expecting a few thousands. Damn, lefties in, but they said that is common for Bristol. Yep.
Yeah.
Section 12, 14, and 60 for all demos will be in place, but they said they are not prepared to go around telling people to take their face coverings off, as it is hard to enforce, as well as the lefties will be covering theirs. Yeah, that is hard to enforce. But that's what people got to do when you get attacked by these guys. You got to rip their face coverings off.
Sorry.
Get their faces shown on cameras and stuff. They said as far as they aware. Wow, that's a fucked up sentence. As far as they aware, the main bulk of the UAF scum. It's just so odd, right?
Oh, because it's fucking wrong.
Sorry, Tommy. The UAF scum will be in central Bristol at 12:30, but is not aware if they are marching. They also said they will do their best to keep them away from us. They have given the police intel at the fact that Pansy Pansy.
Pansy fuck.
Pansy fuck. I thought it was like a train station or something. Like Pansy dash FA or something.
Pansy Fur is the best.
That's so funny. Pansy fuck. Have said they will be at the station from 12 p.m. to greet us, and the police have said they will be kept as far away from us as possible, but they also have backup plans in case they try to block us in. Hell yeah, shotguns. How come you guys don't have that thing that Germany has for their riots and stuff? The sound
water tanks,
the sonic cannon things. They
because
and everybody's like and runs away.
Because our government doesn't like to spend money on the police force and new technology, so the police just have to run around with dogs, horses, and battens.
That shit works super good in
battens.
We used it here in Philly. We used to hear in Philly a couple years ago. It was on the news, and that shit worked great. And the entire block just scattered. Everybody was gone. Pansy for the liaison. Sorry, did I read this already? Yeah, I did. If you have a good camera, please keep recording, as we have a memorandum of understanding that the lefties will be kept away, and we need as much evidence we need as much evidence if we need it. That's a little odd too. They have also requested that if someone can pick me up from Weston Supreme for my safety, would be. They have also requested. I think it's him requesting it at that point, right? Gonna be a fucking epic day, lads. We are expecting 150 to 200 peeps. Damn. Ed Dowden, Adrian Miles. Any of you two want to give a speech? Okay. Make England great again. Look at this fascist, mate.
Look at this. You leave Annie alone. Annie did nothing wrong.
Yeah, he did nothing wrong.
Oh, she did wear that hat, to be fair.
She's a member of Profar. At the previous event, speakers included Anne-Marie Waters, who stood for the UKIP leadership on an anti-Islam ticket. This weekend's event is billed as one demanding justice for Bunny, as well as for two of its members, Annie the Greek and Jay Turner from Bristol, who were the victims of an alleged assault in the week after the march last September, when they attempted to attend an anarchist book fair in a primary school in Bristol.
We attended for over an hour.
Yeah, you didn't attempt to attend. You did attend. Wah, wah, wah. Bristol Live gets a huge fucking...
And also, they could have contacted the police to confirm it, because the police would say that it did happen, because the police have evidence that there are individuals running away with my camera.
Yeah, but it's not a journalist's job to call people to back up their story or anything, you know?
Oh, yeah, of course. No, it's just, write whatever the fuck you want, really, isn't it?
Basically, that's what it looks like.
I'm sorry, I need to scroll down.
Yeah.
Love you, Annie. Mwah.
Love you. Mwah.
The police investigated the incident, which saw the pair manhandled out of the event, but no charges have yet to be brought. The event, organized by Gays Against Sharia, whose organizers have links with EDL founder Tommy Robinson.
Jesus.
I like how they don't put ex-EDL, they put EDL founder, so that now it leaves it ambiguous whether he's still in it or not,
Exactly.
They founded the group. Was originally planned for early March, but fell victim to the weather when millions of snowflakes blocked the roads after falling from the sky.
The funny thing is, the guy who wrote this article also wrote that article about when millions of snowflakes landed, and I will give him his due on that one. It was well done, and the title was actually quite funny, so I'll give you a due on that one, Tristan.
Yeah. You're a joke, mate.
I just think it's funny that he's got that next to that.
You're a fucking joke, mate.
You're a fucking joke, mate. Bloody joke. The Facebook event page said the march was successful in September. Shortly after the highly successful Bristol March, one of our organizers and her friends were attacked by members of Antifa.
Antifa!
The event organizer said. That's how all Americans say it. We are returning to Bristol on April 28th to demand justice for Bunny, Annie, and Jay. Jay, you're such a victim, dude. What the fuck? That's okay. Yeah, you should. They should buy you a camera. You should sue all of Antifa for a camera.
Who'd you sue? Plus, that can't be fucked. Sounds like too much effort.
Just start handing out summons to anybody with a mask. You got to be at court on this day, or you buy me a camera.
Yeah.
At the event in September, police made 5 arrests, all among the counter demonstrators who said they were kettled. They said they were kettled by police in Castle Park. What do they mean kettled? What?
Kettled is a term that we use for when the police basically surround you in a wall of police officers, sort of like what you can see in the picture. So if you look in the back, you see cops everywhere.
Yeah, cops blocking them.
Yeah.
They got war kettled, mate.
That's what I thought when I heard it.
Sorry. It's the whoa kettle.
The whoa kettle.
Whoa, okay. Yeah, it's true. The police come up, they form a circle, and they go, whoa, whoa. And everybody starts backing in and shit. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I can't believe it. They actually mentioned in this article, I think this is the first article they have done where they have actually mentioned correctly and correctly implied that it was the counter protesters that were arrested, because every other time they have just said five arrests were made and that was it, and didn't say which side the arrests were made on from the marches.
Kettled.
Yeah. Right, so I need to move down.
With the scrolls.
I know. There you go.
The counter-protesters have called for people to join them in opposing the march. The Bristol group Lesbians and Gays support the migrants. Legs them.
Fucking idiots.
Said gays against Sharia were using the language of LGBT rights as a cover for their anti-Muslim bigotry.
Well,
but they're actually gay, so what does it?
And Muslims do hate gays. That's true.
Yeah.
What gives them?
But that's okay though, because they're brown. Okay.
Well, Chris, I don't know if you can remember, but a couple of years ago there was some stats flying around of how out of the Muslim population in Britain, how many of them said that killing gay people was okay. Yeah. And I think that was more than 53%.
You are correct. I think it was 53% actually, which is a lower number than I thought it would be, but whatever. But
and let's not even get
there was something like 90% of them wanted it to be made a criminal offense or something, though, didn't they? Or something like that.
Yeah.
That was shockingly high. I can't remember the exact figures of.
Yeah, I can't.
Be right back. I'm just getting tea, mate.
No.
Yeah.
It's a Muslim invasion. We've been very slowly invaded by sneaky Muslims.
Sneaky Muslims.
But
why is it one group's ability? Well, how come they have the right to use LGBT rights and the other one doesn't if they're gay and lesbian too, right? It's like gay and lesbian rights isn't just fought for what you want. You know what I'm saying? Like there's other gay and lesbians that want to fight for something
like
else.
seeing other people.
That's still the same.
Point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What's up, man?
Do I need to scroll?
Oh, then I didn't read this part. We know that if you scratch beneath the surface of this rhetoric, you find the usual racism and fascism, a spokesman said.
Steamroll! Cheers to Jamie and Chris. I'm having tea.
Steamrolled.
Twinings. English. Real English. Earl Grey tea.
Mm-hmm. I might get a little more.
I just want to say this. Muslims are not a fucking race.
Yeah, that's true.
No. I know that, but
I think everybody knows that, right?
No, they don't, unfortunately.
Everybody in here knows that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think everybody knows that. Just think people call you racist, just want to call you racist.
Yeah. The sort of pejorative of being called racist now is used as a way, is almost exclusively used as a way to stop conversation there and then. If you can get called a racist, then you can almost guarantee you're saying something that somebody doesn't want to hear.
We stand shoulder to shoulder with Muslims as they face oppression, and as LGBT people, we recognize that we too are in the firing line of the fascists. Okay.
Look at this fucking sign. It's just screaming at me
Stop
right
hiding
now.
behind the gays. We're onto your fascist ways.
What the
Gay. That's gay. For this reason, we're calling for a static protest opposing gays against Sharia. Be fabulous, be queer, and let's sparkle. Yeah, sparkle so bright we blind these fascists. Now that is gay.
fuck? Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh god. An open letter calling on people to join their counter protest when it was originally scheduled for March was signed by Vala Biggert, the LGBT plus officer and enforcer at Bristol Uni's student union, and by Bristol Labour's LGBT plus officer Dylan Woodward, among others. LGBT plus officer. What the fuck?
Yeah, don't get me started in the Labour
What is
Party. And all
that?
these. Yeah, in the Labour Party, I've shown you guys this when we had an election last year for the committee. They had like committee officer, chair, vice chair, and then it went woman's officer, BME officer, LGBT officer,
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
disabled officer.
Where's the
Gosh.
Peruvian officer?
Oh, you would come under BME, which is black, ethnic, and minorities.
That's fucking racist, dude.
Yeah. Look at the blacks.
I want a specific Peruvian officer in the Labour Party. You get this going, Jay. You let the Labour Party know.
I can't. I've got kicked out for 5 years.
Oh fuck! Well,
Do we have any Peruvian people in this country, Jay?
I bet you do.
I'm
Yeah.
sure we do.
I'm sure we do.
Leica says there's a Peruvian restaurant like up the block from her. She didn't even know it was there. She's like, I've walked by it a million times. She thought it was a Moroccan restaurant. Not even close. She was like, oh my God, it is a Peruvian restaurant. She says she's going to go eat there soon. I want to hear what she thinks. Blah, blah, blah. The attempt to co-opt, this is hilarious. The attempt to co-opt the identities of LGBT plus people to promote hatred of other marginalized groups is abhorrent, and we stand in firm opposition. Gay. Do we oppose immigrants? No. But still counter-protesters from the so-called lesbian and gay support the migrants will be there. But they won't be there to support the right of free speech from patriotic migrants. They'll be there siding with Islam. Idiots. Do you think there should be a ban on Muslim immigration in the UK? Hashtag gays against Sharia. Wow, 95% said yes.
601 votes. Wow.
Not bad.
I'd like to see that poll taken over the whole of the UK, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
That would be interesting.
that would be interesting. You know what would happen? You guys would probably banning Muslim immigration, and then all the young people say all the.
Oh, no, the government doesn't pay any attention to what we do.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But I was saying if it did go through, it'd be like the Brexit thing, and they start saying the country's full of racist old men, and this, right? And that will happen with Brexit. They're
You
like,
see, I'd be happier having to solve that problem than the one we've got, to be honest.
pissy Chrissy. Smell like arseholes. Oh my God, Chrissy.
I miss her and Sean bantering. That shit was funny.
I went there, Alfie. I got the shits. The Peruvian restaurant. Did you really? That's gonna be hilarious if like I go there and get some shits. I'll laugh.
Right.
I doubt it. Like, doopy doopy doo. Are we gonna stay on this, Jay, or
You got this last bit.
what last bit?
Did you cover this bit?
As members and allies of the Bristol LGBT plus community, we say, not in our name. This blatant pink washing of racism and fascist ideas is unacceptable. We will not tolerate such horrific racism in our city. Racism. We will not stand for our lives and identities being used as a battering ram for Islamophobia and an attempt to hurt other minority groups. It added.
So yeah, that was it.
What do you think, Jay? You think they're right?
No. Fucking Tristan from the Bristol Post is lying yet again. Said I'm a
Oh,
member.
what did you write? Let me see. Wait.
You've actually written that in a comment. Nice.
Yeah. Yet again, Bristol Post lies and says I'm a member of Gays Against Sharia. No, I'm not. I've told you this before, Tristan. Oh, why is gays against Sharia all right?
And the answer to that one will be because, you know, your bigotry to Islam and
you noticed that
Muslims.
nowhere in his response to Jay mentioned he wasn't gay.
Well, that is, you know, the sexual orientation is irrelevant. But I will admit they didn't even mention that Tommy English is gay, and he's probably the most gayest guy I've ever met in my life.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, he's so lovely, though. I love that
he's a nice
guy.
guy.
Yeah, Tommy English is amazing.
That's amazing.
But
That's
yeah, I mean,
amazing.
Bristol Post, lying as always. What a surprise.
Fucking cunts, mate.
Bristol Post, fake news.
Bristol Post, fake news. Oh, I miss Annie.
Oh yeah, Marino didn't. He forgot to mention Jay's veganism.
Oh my god.
Vegan gay guy. Infamous vegan
So, yeah.
guy.
What do you guys think to all that?
I'm
I think
looking
it's
forward.
nice the way they phrase it.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, say that again. Alan?
What I think of the article?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's weird the way they phrase the perspective of it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fairly typical of local news around here, really.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah,
Country.
that's whack.
But hey, we'll see what
whack.
happens on Saturday.
Whatever.
And the media, all of the local press and whatnot, they've been invited to the march and everything. They will be there. Tommy's going to speak to them, of course. But you know what happened? They'll just print whatever they want and say whatever they want. So yeah. Bye, Annie.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh wait, I want to show you guys something that Dan's just sent me. I just seen it on
Alright.
Discord. Go back to split screen.
Split screen. What are you going to show us?
This.
Oh my god. Gays against Sharia. Totally. I told you it was just one guy.
Gay against Sharia.
Yeah.
Oh, he's funny.
You're such a hobo, Jay.
To the flag and-
That look on his face too.
Yeah, he's like, damn right, I'm gay.
Flag's awesome.
It is.
Yeah, I
Good
like
flag, Dan.
that.
Very good one.
Yeah, that's great, Dad. Oh man, Carter. Carter's at work. You at work, Carter? Still programming.
I'm a programmer.
Programming DNA into human beings and putting them under government control. I know what you're doing. Creating superhumans. Ethno-humans.
I'm waiting for the stream that you and Carter are gonna do.
Yeah. It might be too late by the time it gets out of work, but we'll see. He said he's got lots of work left. But if not, we can move it back maybe on the weekend or something.
Apparently, I am alt gay now.
Alt gay. I always knew you were.
Are we doing any more articles? Or are we just gonna
We can just chill, but I was looking for stuff anyway. But I think
yeah,
I
do
might
it.
still have another one. I have a one that could be really long, and it's kind of goes with what the video Devin did recently, the 100
Oh, I haven't seen it.
things. But this one is, but it's another article. It's 100 ways white people can make life. Oh no, that was the same one. Hold on, there was another one. It was like 100 things men could do to make women's lives easier or something.
I'm down with that.
Yeah.
How about 100 things fucking black people can do to make everybody else's life easier, especially
about-
their own?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Make your own life easier.
Well, how about 100 things Amy could do to make my life better?
Suck your dick, mate.
Jesus Christ, that escalated.
Number one. I mean, I was going to start from 100 and work my way back, but since Amy wants to dive straight in at the fucking...
I just wanted to save you time. It's for sake of brevity. We know what number 1 is already.
The whole kettle.
You can change you can put so many like replacement words in there.
Watch out, it's the whole kettle. Oh, here we go. 100 easy ways to make women's lives more bearable. Because being a woman is unbearable. We all know that.
Yeah, it's so fucking hard.
That's retarded just thinking of it like that. Like, what are you saying? Women's lives are unbearable? Like, damn, you must hate your life.
Dude, women really do fucking bitch and complain. They play into their stereotypes so hard, and then they're like, oh my God, why do guys think we always talk and never shut up and complain all the time? It's because you always talk, you never shut the fuck up, and you complain all the time.
Yes,
Like-
you don't need to tell us, Amy. We are well aware.
Steamroller! Dun, 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 dun.
That Dave Chappelle sketch or stand-up where he talks about like it's easy to make a man happy, and it's like, just shut up.
Feed
Give me-
me, fuck me, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, exactly. Like, shut up, make me a sandwich, and give me a blowjob. Every year I wake up on March 8th to a flurry of tweets from men wishing me a happy International Women's Day. That in itself is such a ridiculous sentence. And every year I find myself thinking, well, thanks, but is that it? Is that all the support for gender equality that you can muster for the entire year?
What a bitch.
Oh my God. Entitled. It's a nice sentiment, but at a time when the gender pay gap means that women in the UK work free for 67 days each year, Black women in the US are 3 or 4 times more likely to die in childbirth than white women. Well, have you maybe looked into that possibly having to do with genetics or
having too many kids?
Or maybe
I mean, come on.
diet? I don't know. There could be a lot of reasons for that. Drug abuse. And trans women in the US are 4 times more likely to be murdered than cis.
Oh my God.
It doesn't quite do it for me.
I'm already hating this article.
Did you think that maybe trans women tend to walk around at 2 in the morning trying to be prostitutes?
It's never their fault though. Ever.
Yeah, this is like a girl whose like dad treated them like a princess all their life, and then they got older and moved out, and nobody was treating them like a princess out in the real world. So they're like, why aren't
Nobody fucking cares about you anymore.
I'm a princess, okay? So to ensure that men aren't missing direction, a few years ago, I started compiling a list of easy actions that men can take to meaningfully support gender equality. Every year, I would post it on social media. Slowly, other women started contributing suggestions, so the list grew and grew. It will likely never stop growing. Oh God. The suggestions cover many realms of life, from home to work to the ways we interact with strangers to the language we use. Damn, you have to like watch everything you do, basically. But it is in no way comprehensive. Below, I've included it's nowhere near comprehensive, but this includes 100 entries out of the several hundred of I've crowdsourced and personally compiled.
Dude, you need a life. That's what you need.
Jesus Christ.
How about just going doing your own shit?
Dude, you're sitting there and you're like feeding your victim bias with other bitch ass women who are like, oh my God, how can we all just bathe in our victimhood all day?
Yeah, shower me in gold. Number 1, shower me in gold. Number 2, give me money. Number 2, buy me fur coats. Number 4, get me every shoe ever made. All right. To the men reading, you may already do some of these things, and others you may not be in the position to do so. Yeah, because they're not rich. But a good place to start is by, at the very least, reading the list through in its entirety. And remember, these apply all year, not just during the annual 24 hours dedicated to half of the planet's population. Gay. Number 1, before explaining something to a woman, ask yourself if she might already understand. She may know more than you do.
What that's saying is basically read minds.
Yeah, read minds. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they want.
I just ask, I'll do that, but can I do that back to them when they explain to me something I already know? And I could say, yeah, I already know that. Related. Number 2 is related to number 1, I guess. Never ever try to explain feminism to a woman, even if you've read way more books on feminism than a woman who just started becoming a feminist. You know what I'm saying? Like, what if it's a guy who studied feminism for 40 years and he's talking to a 6-year-old girl? You know?
I never want to explain feminism to anyone.
Yeah. I don't know
like
why somebody would want to, but I'm just saying that makes no sense even in the context of feminism. Trans women are women. Repeat that until you perish.
God.
It's a contradiction because then you wouldn't have to say trans women are women. You would have just said women are women.
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
Adding trans to it already shows that it's something else. Respect people's pronouns. It's not hard. Yeah, it is. If you don't know what pronoun they go under.
Number 5 is amazing.
Number 5, remember that fat women exist and aren't all trying to get thin. Treat them with respect.
Well, then we aren't all trying to fuck you fat bitches either, so.
Yeah. You have to earn respect. You don't just get respect out of nowhere.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially not for making unhealthy decisions and being lazy. Fuck you.
Yeah. I'm not going to respect the fact that you make unhealthy decisions, yeah. But if you're a fat person and you earn someone's respect, then they're going to respect you.
In fact, just never comment on a woman's body, period.
Period, yeah.
Fuck off. Oh, but you bitches can get together and talk about men all you want and how hot they are and how gross they are and how this they are, but men can't do it. This is so sickening. I hate this.
Oh my God, Amy.
No, it makes me mad because, like, you know, we all get lumped into this one group of women, and like, people seem to listen to the very vocal minority, and it sucks, right? Because like that fucks our chances. Who are like, we're just cool, we just want to chill.
And this is like,
say whatever you want.
This is why we have people like younger men now having trouble talking to women, even more. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's always been times where there were men that had trouble talking to women. I think it's getting worse now because it's stuff like this. You read stuff like this, and then you're just scared of saying the wrong thing. You know, like, be kind to women in customer service positions, not men. Just be kind to the women in customer service positions.
What the hell?
Like, are they trying to say that women are the only ones? Tip them extra, but not in a creepy way.
Women already get tipped more in men in those positions.
Yes, that is true. Trust women when they teach you something. Don't feel the need to go and check for yourself.
Fuck that. Ew.
What? And especially do not Google it in front of them.
Fuck them.
Sorry for wanting to keep it real, I guess.
I don't want to make your life that much better.
Number 9 is rich.
Don't maintain a double standard for anything ever. Yeah.
Oh, but you can, though.
Yeah. You know why? Because she double standards everything here, right? Almost every one of these is a double standard. Close your legs on public transit. Oh my God. But God forbid you tell a woman to close her legs in public transit, right? A woman can sit any way she wants. No, you got to be ladylike, right? You got to close your legs. They hate that shit. Trying to describe a woman positively says she's talented, clever, or funny, not gorgeous, sweet, or cute.
What?
No.
Say that she's talented, clever, or funny, not gorgeous, sweet, or cute. Why? They're all compliments.
On top of that,
those are compliments.
None of those are the same compliment. Gorgeous, sweet, or cute is not talented, clever, or funny. Those are totally different things.
But basically what she's saying is don't comment on her looks, comment on her mind. But guess what, bitch? If you ain't got a great mind, you ain't talented, clever, or funny, and you might just be cute.
Yeah. That's basically it.
Examine
your language.
Relevant.
Examine your language when talking about women. Get rid of irrational, dramatic, bossy, and badgering immediately. No, for sure I'm not.
No, never.
If you're doing those things, you get those things. I call men that too, so it's not like
you guys remember that there was this campaign maybe a couple of years ago that Beyonce was part of the Bad Bossy campaign.
Oh my God, I remember that.
Oh,
Wasn't that some shit?
Bad bossy. Ban the word bossy. Get the fuck out of here. It's retarded.
Only bossy bitches do that.
Don't think to yourself, I describe men like that too. I just said that to the last one because I do. A, you probably don't. A, yes, I do. And B, if you do, it's to criticize them for acting like a woman. No, not at all.
What the fuck?
Men can totally be irrational. What are you talking about?
So do women have a monopoly on being bossy? Because I don't think that's
I don't think so. Do you love fiery Latina women? Yeah. Strong black woman? Sure, why not? Mysterious Asian woman? Definitely. Stop. Pick up a book on decolonial feminism. Read. What?
What?
That sounds extremely boring. I
Hang
will
on.
not read that.
I'm
shit.
sorry, but
Fall
this
asleep
just
reading that shit.
this
I'd rather
kind
have
of
sex with
sounds
those
like
women.
don't race mix,
Yeah, that,
Kind
which is
of.
what white supremacists want. They don't
Kind
want
of.
race mixing.
Oh my god, that's true.
And yet we're
I
literally
didn't think of
listening
that.
to a rewording of that. But that's, I don't know, maybe
Wow,
it's what it
that's
seems like
crazy.
to me that she doesn't want you to race mix.
I will be right back. I'm gonna grab some more coffee.
You are? Can I go pee?
Yeah. Don't
Okay,
leave.
we'll
more.
leave the breath.
I'll be back and we'll continue. Jay
All right.
and Chris, hold the fort for like two seconds.
It's the Brit Show. Awesome. So what's going on, Chris? What's going on in your part of Britain?
well, you've seen it round here. Not an awful lot. Not much to report, if I'm honest. I think a barn burnt down the other day.
Oh.
Hay bales in it.
So it wasn't arson, it was most likely combustion.
No, it was. I think it was kids that started it, so it kind of was.
Ooh. Got arson afoot.
So the exciting stuff here.
Oh yeah.
Apart from that, not an awful lot to report, really.
Fair enough.
Not like you.
I got a thing or two to report on.
Constantly.
Oh,
Your
no.
videos, I have such a backlog of your videos and Devon's as well. I need to get knuckled down and fucking watch some YouTube.
Well, could get off Discord once in a while.
I know, it's a bastard, isn't it?
It is a bastard, mate. It's addictive. That's the problem.
It's addictive, indeed. Yes, very, very addictive. I think I managed to stay off it till lunchtime today.
Yeah, kind of the same. Well, in the morning I got work to do. I want to try and get that out of the way first thing. We can hear Amy's just
I was
tinkled
going to say Amy's coming back.
and tinkling everywhere.
You really tell her that her microphone's too sensitive.
Mm.
Coffee nose.
Oh wait, I think it might be the time for a little diddle from little diddle from Jay or Chris. One of the Brits got to sing a song. That's what you guys should have done while we were gone. You guys should have sang a song.
Now we were talking about British things.
Sing a British song.
I don't even know what song to sing. I can't think of any songs.
Sing
In the name of love.
I was gonna sing Touch Myself. When I think about you,
I touch myself.
That'd be hilarious for Chris to sing at like karaoke and shit.
They do it as like a duet.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Oh my god.
Next time you guys hang out, you got to do that to karaoke that song.
Let's do a karaoke stream for an hour or two.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I think they were Australian, actually. They're not even British.
Do you guys understand why I get along with men a lot better?
No.
Because you like sucking dick?
I mean, yeah, but like,
You're a slut, mate.
but a
You're a
lot
slut.
of these girls are like this, where they're like, "Oh my god, I can't believe he did this to me," and I'm like, "But you did this to him first."
Yeah. Oh, it's so bad.
Whatever. He shouldn't treat me like that to begin
Oh,
with.
I've heard that so much.
Yeah,
They were like my mouth shut, like
personally.
maybe like with one of my girlfriends and her friend, talking, and her friend's talking to her about some shit. And you're thinking in your mind, yeah, but you just finished saying you did this fucked up shit to him first. Like, like what the fuck?
Bitches be tripping.
Driving men
Just be
crazy.
tripping, quite Jay.
Yeah, and you know what? They like all my girlfriends have done this fucked up shit where like somehow they get their boyfriend's Facebook passwords and shit, and they'll like sneak
Oh,
into
yeah.
their phones and shit.
Yeah.
And they'll look at their stuff and they'll be like, "Oh my god, he's talking to some girl." Meanwhile, we go out, right? Like a group of 5 of us girls, and we go to the bar.
Rub your ass on some guy's dick on the
Yeah,
dance floor.
and they're like hanging all over these guys, and they're like just mad because their boyfriend's like talking to this girl, and they're like, "Yeah, we can get together and smoke a joint." Fucking piece of shit! What a loser! And it's like, wow, okay.
Yeah.
I know I've experienced this a lot. Like it grosses me out. That's
I
why
know.
I
I
stopped
know all
even
about it.
trying.
All right. Oops.
Oops.
All right.
Oops.
I clicked on my pawn. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, you're ready.
What?
Stop calling women feisty. We don't need a special lady word for has an opinion. That's not feisty.
What?
That's not what feisty means.
I don't think they understand what feisty means.
I don't
Yeah, I
think
don't
they
think
understand what a lot of words
think
mean.
that
Yeah, I was
she-
gonna
I
say.
think he's just aggressive and thinks that her giving an opinion with aggression is normal and not feisty.
They're using a lot of words, but I don't think they really understand the order they're putting them in.
No. They don't understand words with nuance, I guess. Recognize women's credibility when you introduce them. Donna is lovely, is much less useful than Donna knows shitloads about architecture. But what if Donna doesn't know shitloads of architecture?
It's like-
What happens if Donna does know a shit ton sort of architecture, but she's a bitch?
That's
Yeah.
a good one.
No.
I
Can
prefer
I
to
can I say though, like if you're introducing your friend to Donna,
Mhm.
your friend doesn't give a shit if they're into architecture. Your friend wants to
Yeah.
know how they are generally.
That is-
So
exactly.
Donna is lovely. Is
is much better.
yeah, I think that's quite.
These people are socially inept, clearly.
Yeah, a lot of people.
That's
I'd
so
rather-
retarded. I
I'd
should
rather-
open up Amy and Chill to girls too. Listen, bitches, you want to come talk? Let's talk.
Yeah.
reduced rates for gals.
Have Alfie with me. Yeah.
Yeah. Think about how you describe the young women in your family. Celebrate them for being funny and smart. What if they're not funny and smart?
Yeah.
Not for
Yeah,
being
what
pretty
if
and compliant. What if they're only pretty and compliant and those are their only free?
What if they're none of those things?
Yeah, what if they're none of
What
those?
if they're ugly as fuck as well?
Yeah.
Whoever describes women and their family as compliant?
I have no
Hey,
idea.
this is my sister. She's really pretty and compliant. Like what?
Maybe Japanese people.
Look at Jay waving his English flag,
Yeah,
his British
Japanese
flag. Sorry,
Yeah.
not English.
Examine
Yeah,
the way you talk
Just
about
put it on a palm.
Examine the way you talk about women you're attracted to. Fat women, old women, queer, trans, and powerful women are not your guilty crush. What?
What? I don't even understand
Yeah.
what they're saying.
You're
there.
right. They're not my guilty crush. That's totally true.
They're not my crush, period.
Yeah, not at all.
Oh my God.
Learn to praise a woman without demonizing other women. You're not like other girls is not a compliment. Yeah, it is. It means
Yeah,
you're
it is. Are you
you wanna be
kidding? That's
special,
a
but
great
don't tell them you're
compliment.
Special.
Mhm.
I want to be like other girls. Other girls are
What?
awesome. Oh God. No, they're not.
Other girls
They're
are
not.
awesome. Okay. But the
No.
point is to say that you're more awesomer.
Or is it that she's so not awesome that she has to be around awesome chicks to appear like she's awesome too? Kind of like pretty chicks hang around ugly chicks to make them prettier.
Yeah.
Learn to praise a woman. Oh, I read that already. Share writing by women. No, don't paraphrase their work in your own Facebook posts to show us all how smart or woke you are. I guarantee the women said it better in the first place. Oh my God. What
my
if they say it exactly the same? How is that better? It's
I would never want to meet this person.
Oh no, she's got to be horrendous. I
This
wonder if
next
it's
one's
the same
great.
chick. Let me see her name. Hold on before we continue. No, Danny Beckett. That's another chick. The other chick is, I guess, the commentator of color. Where was I? 21. Buy sanitary pads and donate them to a homeless shelter. Just do it. No.
No, actually, I won't. Yeah, it's fine.
I'm
Yeah,
fine,
no.
thank you.
I'm fine, thank you. Yeah,
Fuck you, women. I hope you bleed every month. That's what you get.
I hope you bleed everybody. And they shall.
Oh
how
my
much
Lord.
how much of what you are watching, reading, listening to was made by women? I don't
not
care.
a lot.
Yeah, I don't
Not a
care. I
lot.
only care to watch, read, and listen to some shit. I
My
don't care.
bookcase is mostly men, and I'm okay
Gender-
with that. They write better
gender-
books.
Gender balance your bookcase.
What?
What? Fuck
No
off.
thanks.
No
No,
thanks.
I'd
No.
I
rather-
refuse.
Yeah, I'd rather have quality work.
Exactly. Oh.
feeling proud of your balanced bookcase now. Are there women of color there? Actually, none at all. Against. Oh wait, I can't say that. Maybe
Actually, I have a woman of color on my bookshelf because she is amazing, and it's
That's
Hersey Ali.
kidnap, Jay. You can't do that.
No. Hersey
What about
Ali.
what about this one? Trans, queer, and disabled women. Poor women. Do you have books by poor women?
How do
Poor
poor
women
women
can't
How
write.
can
Poor women.
what poor person's writing a book?
Poor people have got other things to worry about than fucking
Yeah, than writing.
Yeah, like not being poor.
Imagine like you wouldn't buy a book until you did all this research on the writer to find out if they're a woman of color, if they're trans, if they're, poor, like why would you go through all that? Ugh. Always make sure you're being intersectional. No. Don't buy media that demeans women's experiences, valorizes violence against women, and excludes them entirely from the cast. It's not enough to oppose those things. You have to actively make them unmarketable. What if it's a movie that can only have men in it? Like, I don't know, like 4 men are stranded on the moon.
Why aren't there any women on the moon, Alf?
Yeah.
But dude, like you could
women
just
on the
be
moon, Chris. Come on, be realistic.
Can you imagine them sort of remaking like Apollo 13 or something and doing it fucking all gender balanced?
Yeah.
Fuck history.
Like these women think that simply by being a white cis man, you are invalidating their existence. So the fuck do they want?
Mm-hmm.
No thanks. I ain't getting no thanks. Go fuck yourself.
Pay attention to stories with nuanced female characters. It will be interesting, I promise. Not always.
If the story's good, maybe.
Breaking your promise there. Yeah, I'm sure there's many good ones, but you're probably breaking your promise there. If you read stories to a child, swap the genders.
Ew.
That's why.
What the fuck?
People are gonna listen to this crap.
Like Mario had a little lamb. Petra Pan.
Oh my god.
I'm sleepy.
It's insane.
Now when
Jill and Jack.
When the light does a shimmy, it's different, right?
If watch women's sports and just call it sports.
No.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
You have to call it women's whatever to delineate it from being not as good as the...
To delineate it from the standard, which is the men's version of the sport.
That's the words I was trying to get out.
volleyball. Then you say men's volleyball.
I'm fucking wasted.
Men's figure skating.
Men's figure skating. Those you have to denote is men. Withdraw your support from sports clubs, institutions, and companies that don't protect and employ rapists and abusers.
What?
Wow.
No,
That's a
that
bit fucking
protect-
specific.
That protect and employ rapists and abuse. So the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck off.
What do you think if we did the opposite of that and we told them that they have to withdraw their support from institutions and companies that protect and employ gold diggers and people who take their kids away from their husbands, and shit like that?
Or women that fucking just,
I don't think they would
objectify
be very good at that.
They just sprinkle glitter on their titties.
That's so fucking funny. That's true, man.
Stop raving about Woody Allen. I don't care if he shits gold. Find a non-accused abuser to fanboy over. He also married his daughter, so I mean,
Oh yeah, that was weird, eh?
that's weird. But some of his movies are really good, and I'm gonna continue to watch them because I like the art, not the man. Oh, he has a really good one later on when he stopped making comedies and he was making like serious movies. There's one with like Ewan McGregor and Colin Farrell. I forget what it's called. It has to do with this boat. It's a really good fucking movie. It's like a thriller. What?
Brian said chicks and MMA are good, and Mike Pierce said no, they aren't, Brian.
I like some of them. There's some that are good, but most of the times when you watch women's MMA, it's really fucking boring. But they just don't have the power, and they're stepping it up now.
Oh my god, number 32. You can go fuck yourself.
Oh wait, we skipped some.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
It's General Leia, not Princess. Yeah, no, it's Princess Leia. The doctor has a companion, not an assistant. What? It's Dr. Bartlett and not Miss Madam First Lady. I don't know what that's about. It's a British thing because I'm guessing they're British.
Well, I don't get it.
Yeah. Cast women in parts written for men. We know how to rule kingdoms.
No, you don't. That's why you've never done it.
No, yeah. Mm-hmm. 32 pay for porn.
We've had a few queens.
Nobody is paying for porn, okay?
Whoa, hang on.
Whoa.
Yeah, definitely need to go back to that one.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
women
YouTube.
do know how to wage war, definitely.
Yeah, I dispute this. Like,
What about Margaret Thatcher?
in-
She went into the fort.
yeah,
Our hell.
fuck America. We're gonna take the Falkland Islands back. Fuck them Argentinians. But if you look at
whatever.
history, most European queens have been more ruthless, more kind, and more likely to go to war than kings.
Oh, that's why it's from a
That is
British
true.
perspective. Recognize that sex work is work. Okay. Yeah, I think everyone does. That's why we call it sex work.
Yeah, that's why it's got the word work. Oh,
Yes, sex workers. Be an advocate for and an ally to sex workers without speaking for them. So basically, go have sex with hookers. Is that what she's saying?
If that's the case, then I'm on board for that.
People already do. Share political hot takes from women as well as men. They might not be as widely accessible, so look for them. What? Share political hot takes from women as well as men. No, I'm just share political hot takes if you want. Don't care about what gender that person is. Understand that it was never about ethics in journalism. Yeah, it was. Speak less in meetings today to make space for your women colleagues to share their thoughts. If you're leading the meeting, make sure women are being heard as much as men.
How about women take the initiative to actually fucking talk?
Yeah.
They don't need permission and they don't need a man. Like, this is so infantile.
Amy
Wait
definitely
for a
doesn't.
cue.
Yeah,
I don't.
that's
Fuck
true.
that.
Yeah.
Wait for a cue from your
Just
male superior.
steamrolls in.
Just
Yeah,
take example from Amy. She's loud, she's abrasive, she talks over everyone all the
fuck
time
y'all,
and
man.
never fucking stops.
I got something to
Bobby
say. I'm
Lashley.
saying it. I don't need no man to tell me that I can talk or not.
Man,
I don't need no man. I don't need no man.
just buy me a Ferrari.
Oh, Devon Tracy in the chat.
Devin is awakened. Good morning.
Devon.
Good morning, Devin. What's
Morning.
Should I
Morning.
send him the link?
Morning.
Yeah, send it to him. He might jump in.
Oh, we read articles.
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
There's a good one.
Oh God! Don't let him on here. He'll just roast us.
Wow.
Now he'll roast you.
He will.
I'll send it to him on Discord DMs.
Mhm. I love that picture of him, the black and white one with his headphones on.
Yeah, it's a good one.
He's a good one.
It's a good.
ESL with Alpha.
It's a
Yes,
very
yeah.
good.
He asked yesterday, he's like, what is this? You guys reading articles shit? Is this Alfie like trying to learn English or trying to read better or what?
I learn English for follow me. Voice.
Hey,
Is this how?
what is happening?
You
What is
what, mate?
I think Mike Pierce is trying to get on to.
Well, if you want to send him a link, you go for it.
Mikey, if you're listening, send you a link in Discord on your DMs. You could tell us all about your vegan life. Where was I?
He tried. No, you
Oh,
need a
speak less
link,
and meanings. All right.
Mike.
If a woman makes a good point, say that was a good point. Don't repeat her point and take credit for it.
What the hell?
It's like a comedy movie. Promote women. Their leadership style may be different than yours. That's probably a good thing. What? It's probably no. It can be either way. Just because it's different doesn't mean it's good. Weird way to put it. Recruit women on the same salary as men, even if they don't ask for it. All right. Open doors for women with caring responsibilities by offering flexible employment contracts. What the fuck? This doesn't even. I don't even hire women. So I don't give a shit.
That's
If you
'cause
meet a
you're
man,
sexist.
yeah, damn right. If you meet a man and a woman at work, do not assume the man is the superior for literally no reason. What? What if they're wearing? What if the woman's wearing like a clerk uniform and the man's wearing a suit? You know what I'm saying?
It's pretty obvious if someone is sitting in a certain place in the office, what position they're in.
Yeah, yeah. One's at the cash register, the other one's sitting at a desk.
Mhm.
Make a guess.
Is it safe to assume that the woman who's at the front of the office at the receptionist desk does not hold a position higher
Yeah.
than the man who has his own office? Yeah, I think so.
It's a guy who keeps the secretary in an office and he sits on the outside. Reverse. If you meet a man, oh, I did right there. If you're wrongly assumed to be a more experienced than a woman colleague, correct that person and pass the platform to the woman who knows more.
What?
Basically, if you assumed wrongly that
yeah, but that's common sense. Obviously, if the person who you want to refer to the person who knows more, it has nothing to do with being a woman or a man. It has to do with
impress them, I guess.
Yeah. Make a round of tea for the office. What?
Make a round of tea for the office? No, thanks.
Wash it up.
Wash it up. Is that like from wash your ass?
Wash your ass.
Wash it up. Weird. If you find you're only interviewing men for a role, rewrite the job listing so that it's more welcoming to women. Looking for lovely receptionists with long legs. Make sure you have women on your interview panel. Tell female colleagues what your salary is.
What?
That's actually against a lot of office rules. You're not supposed to talk about your salary.
Yeah.
Make sure
Which I
there's
think shouldn't be the way. It should be the other way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
if you know how much your co-workers are paid and whatnot, you're more likely to get to ask for more money when you're going through your
It is at our place. Everyone knows how much everyone knows how much everyone earns.
Nice.
That's good.
Not a secret.
Tell female colleague. Make sure there's childcare at your events, because they're women. What? That's sexist. Men could be dads too, you know.
Don't schedule breakfast meetings during the school run.
Breakfast meetings during the school run. Fuck you. If you manage a team, make sure that your employees know that you recognize period pain and cystitis as legitimate reasons for a sick day.
Okay, first of all, period pain? No, unless you're debilitated and can't move. Bitch, this shit happens to you every month. Are you not used to it? Like you can't prepare for this? It's every 28 days. Get over yourself. Oh my God, I hate that shit. I'm a period. Treat me special. No, fuck off. Get a tampon, stick it in, take an Advil, fucking tie your hair up in a bun and handle your day like a fucking adult.
This shit is funny. Mike Pierce punched the link. It's all he knows. Use the guinea pig defense against this list. Oh, man. I recognize period pain in Jay. Yeah, it's true, mate.
It's because of the vegan diet.
It's because the vegan diet.
Oh my God.
You're producing milk in your breasts. You're having fucking vaginal pains. If you have a strict boss or mom or teacher who is a woman, she is not a bitch. Grow up. Yeah. Just like a strict boss that's a man or a dad or a teacher is an asshole, right? Works the same way. And be like, oh man, that guy's an asshole. Expect a woman to do the stuff that's in her job description, not the other miscellaneous shit you don't know how to do yourself. Maybe that's because you're an intern. Refuse to speak on an all-male panel. What if you're a woman?
Why?
What if you're a woman?
So wait.
And you refuse to speak in an all-male panel? You're just making it an all-male
So
panel.
include us all, but if it's all men, say fuck that. And then bitch about the fact that there's no women. It's circular. Everything is circular with these people.
What if there aren't very many women in that position? You know, what if it's a panel about garbage men? Like, you're not gonna get many women there. In a Q&A session, only put your hand up if you have a question. Others didn't intend to listen to you. What? If you have friends or families who use slurs or discriminate against trans or non-binary people, sit them down and explain why they must stop. This goes for cis women too. But it's like, how much are your family and friends gonna not be your family and friends anymore for this? Like, you're gonna lose a lot of friends, and a lot of families gonna want to not talk to you.
Yeah, I feel like you're not allowed to feel uncomfortable with certain things. I mean, definitely, I understand you shouldn't be abusive towards people who, you know, like gays or trans or whatever. If you're uncomfortable with it, there's a way to manage that. But like, You can't give people shit just for feeling uncomfortable about something.
Mhm. Yeah. I can see maybe you do it one time, but if you continue to do that, people aren't going to want you around anymore. Yeah. If you have friends or family members who use slurs or discriminate against women of other races, sit them down and explain why they must stop. This goes for white women too.
What the fuck?
Or a black woman wrote this.
If you see women with their hands up, put yours down. This can be taken as a
What?
metaphor for a lot of things. Think about it. No.
What? Please explain
about
that to me because I don't even
Yeah.
get that. This can be taken as a metaphor for a lot of things. What?
I don't get it. Nor do I care to. Raising a feminist daughter means she's going to disagree with you and probably be right. Feel proud, not threatened.
Fuck off. Miss me
I
with
want
that
to
shit.
eat chocolate all day. No, you're right. Here you go. I'm proud of you. Teach your kids to listen to girls. Give them space, believe them, and elevate them.
Probably some really white man.
Dads, buy your daughter tampons. Make her hot water bottles. Wash her bras. Show her that her body isn't something to be ashamed of. But dads, do not try to iron her bras. This is a mistake you will only make once. Who irons bras? I've never even heard
First
of
of
that.
all, did you really waste 61 to say that? You could have just put that in parentheses in 60.
What was I saying about the other article? This sounds like a personal problem.
Yeah, all this shit.
A
is
lot of these
personal.
do sound like personal problems. Examine how domestic labor is divided in your home. Who does the cleaning, the childcare, the organizing, the meal?
The mother, as biology intended.
Sons, this goes for you too. But not daughters, right? Daughters sit on your ass all day and play video games. Boys have been doing it for decades. Now it's your turn. Learn how to do domestic tasks to a high standard. I'd only do it wrong is a bullshit excuse. Yeah, but it's a good bullshit excuse. It works every time, man. Every time for guys out there, every time your wife asks you to do a household chore, jump at the chance to say, yeah, I'll do it, and then do a shitty job at it. Every time.
I always do.
And soon enough, they'll stop asking you to do it.
Alfie, you don't need to tell me, mate. I already know.
Yeah, you know that one. Never again comment on how long it takes a woman to get ready. They're trying to meet the ridiculous standards of a system you benefit from. No, I personally, I like women with less makeup that don't take a long time to get ready. So
Please, we're just a little self-obsessed, and we
don't
like
take a
to
long
look
time.
nice. No, let's just be real here. We like to look nice, and we're a little self-obsessed. Like clearly,
I like how she likes to get dressed up and likes to take a long time getting ready, so she blames it on others instead of her liking it. You know what I'm saying? Isn't that funny? Yeah, why not just not do it? You should just date men who don't expect you to meet these ridiculous standards. How about that?
of a system you benefit from.
Yeah.
Fucking gross.
Which I don't like that. Challenge the patriarchs in your religious group when they enable the oppression of women. No, that's part of their religion. That's against what you want, right? Like that's freedom of religion. You're taking away that. Challenge the patriarchs in your secular movement when they enable the oppression of women. Trust women's religious choices. Don't trust their religious choices.
Unless they're Islamic, would you just... Oh my God, what?
Unless their religious choices are the choices that oppress women, I guess. Don't pretend to liberate them just so you can criticize their beliefs. Oh my God. Examine. It's fucking to contradict themselves right there. Examine who books your trips, arranges outings, organizes Christmas, buys birthday cards. Is it a woman? Is it? Yeah, probably.
I'm pretty sure women choose to do that. Nobody's making a woman do that shit.
If not, it's a gay guy. So I mean,
Oh my God.
and if it is actually you, a man, don't even dare get in touch with me looking for your medal. Oh yeah, I don't give a shit what you think.
Wow, what in the hell?
Take stock of an emotional. Yeah, you're not special. I don't care what you think about me. Take stock of the emotional labor you expect from women. Do you turn to the women around you for emotional support and give nothing in return? No, I don't. Remember that loving your mom, sister, girlfriend is not the same as giving up your own privilege to progress equality of women, and that gender inequality extends beyond the women in your direct social group. Don't assume that all women are attracted to men. No, I don't think anybody really does.
Oh, oh.
Time to get roasted.
Time to
I-
get roasted.
I made it
I
before you
decided-
guys could finish.
Yeah, you want to
For-
cut us off and steamroll us.
Yeah, I'm gonna steamroll massively.
Let the
Somebody-
roasting begin.
Fuck off Benny's channel.
Somebody timestamp this. This is when the actual podcast starts.
Oh, fuck you.
That's it, Devin. You have me to contend with for steamrolling.
No, thanks, guys. Thanks for the intro and the filler for before I got here. So that was nice.
It sounded like a violin, like depressed kind of.
Have you investigated who wrote this one?
No, it's a different chick though. I was
I know,
thinking it was the same one.
You can right click
You
on her
should
name.
read it and then
Yeah,
go
okay.
and then do it. Yeah, do it.
Danny Beckett.
Danny Beckett. What do you need?
Sounds lesbian. She
Oh,
doesn't want
shit.
to.
Did
Danielle
you
is
just get called
too
out? I think you just got called out by Mike Pierce, who said, "Who's the bald bitch?"
Oh, bada bing. Oh, it just gave me, it just gave me this.
Isn't he bald too?
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute. It just says Danny Beckett on this thing. Maybe I got to search her.
Yeah, you could do a search on the name. She might be popping up in other progressive sectors.
Progressive sectors.
So, are you guys being your real selves or your
This is my
publicly recorded
online
self?
persona.
Okay, good.
Now,
What is
That's
a
what I'm
publicly
done.
recorded song?
Yeah,
I don't even
no,
know.
I'm just me. I'm just me.
I put the me and Amy, remember?
no, I put the me and Amy.
I see her Twitter.
Oh!
Let's see her Twitter.
Oh no.
Are you guys
Wow.
seeing this, or is it still on the article?
Yeah,
Right?
I can see it.
Oh, you can see it.
Whoa.
What, she fucking win $500? Need a holiday? What is this? She's just selling shit.
Looks like a
Win a $2,000. It's like a spam thing. That's not it. Yeah, bitch, you tricked me. Oh well, never mind. I'm sure she's terrible. She looks kind of chubby. Yeah, she's a fatty.
Is she black?
No, she's white. Makes so much sense, right?
Yeah. I thought it was a white dude.
I'm stealing your
white
format,
guilty.
Devin. I saw you doing this, and I said, I'm going to do it too. I'm gonna steal his notoriety.
Don't you think you got enough? He wore an Alf shirt in his video.
Yeah, that's true.
Fucking hell, man.
Yeah, that
These
was
no.
Mexicans, they're never happy.
I just want to clarify that Alf was in reference to the show, not to Alf. I was in
Yeah,
no way-
that's in no way connected at all.
no, I want to clear up that confusion.
That's a cute shirt. I
You
like
should
it.
take the same lettering for Alf and then cut out Alf from it and put one of those grilled guinea pigs on it.
The moment you realize that an animated kangaroo has a better fashion sense than you.
Don't assume that a woman in public wants to talk to you just because she's in public. I do that all the time. If a woman tells you she was raped, assaulted, or abused, don't ask her for proof. Ask how you can support her.
Jesus Christ.
Wait,
Look her in the eyes and tell her you wouldn't even rape
has
her.
to be a joke.
let's think of the implications of that, like how that would actually work.
Mhm.
Mhm.
If a woman tells you she was raped, assaulted, or abused. So don't ask for proof. Don't ask for anything. Proof is very specific. Can we
Yeah,
ask for evidence?
yeah, yeah. Evidence isn't proof, but it's something.
And what
that
if what
we
if
could-
we are the authorities? Are they
Yeah.
allowed to ask for
Yeah.
evidence?
He did? Where is he?
But
Sorry,
by
how-
proof, does
Punch
she
me in
mean
the face.
story? Like,
Nobody
if someone's
does.
like, I got raped, wouldn't you want to be like, oh shit, what happened? So
Yeah.
is that asking for proof?
But giving them this thing is like giving them a superpower.
Yeah.
You know, and they're going to use it. They're going to abuse that power.
The power of manipulation.
Emotional, yeah, the emotional manipulation.
Just imagine if you could have this for guys. You
Mm.
say, look, accuse somebody of anything, and we will believe you.
Yeah,
What do you
that'd
think
be-
guys would do with that? It's-
You'd
They
hear a
use
lot
it
of
to fuck girls. That's what they do.
you'd hear a lot of businessmen go to jail.
Yeah.
They'd
Oh,
all be
I-
selling each other out
guys-
to get the higher
guys-
spot.
They'd be at a bar tomorrow night being like, I am a secret agent for the FBI.
Yeah.
Believe me and support
Yeah, I
me on that.
believe you. If you see a friend or colleague being inappropriate to a woman, call him out. You will survive the awkwardness, I promise.
Can we just
sexist? Like just yell it out in the middle of the
How
awkward.
about why people can't just stand up for themselves? I don't understand.
Yeah, that too.
Why do you need
Let's-
someone to come in and swoop in and be like, no, don't talk to my friend like that? It's ridiculous.
Mhm.
Can we just acknowledge that Alf pronounced colleague right? I'm impressed.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Devon Tracy.
I saw that word coming up and I was like, oh shit, this is going to get really awkward.
Oh shit, Consuela is about to
Caligula.
pop out.
Caligula. Repeat after me. Always hold men accountable for their actions. Okay.
Oh.
But women too.
Wait, wait.
Women
Say
have
that.
to hold everybody accountable for
Can I
that.
read that properly in feminist?
Yeah.
Always hold men accountable for their actions.
It's like a cheerleader.
Has that period talk ever worked ever? Has
No.
anybody been receptive to that?
No, I don't think so.
Like the only way, it reminds me of an old telegram, you know, when you have to like
Yeah,
stop after each one.
yeah. Always stop. Hold. Stop. Imagine doing this on a telegram. It'd be horrendous.
Stormed Normandy. Stop.
Stop.
Any casualties?
It just makes you seem like a dick, pretty much. Do not walk too close to a woman late at night. That shit can be scary. Well, that's more of your problem, right? You're the one seeing men as scary. If you see a woman being followed or otherwise bothered by a
Wait a minute.
stranger,
It says don't walk too close to women, but can we lightly jog next to them?
yeah, no, that's you could crawl next to them. That won't be scary. If you see a woman being followed or otherwise bothered by a stranger, stick around to make sure she's safe.
Here's the problem. You are also a stranger.
Yeah, that's true.
And you just told us not to be near you.
Yeah, that's true.
Getting mixed signals here.
Yeah, it's like what if I'm stop the other guy from raping you so that I can rape you?
Well, the only thing that can stop a bad guy with a dick is a good guy with a dick.
Everybody needs a dick. It's true. It's the only way to be safe.
Oh, God.
This should go without saying. Do not yell unsolicited compliments at women on the street or anywhere.
I like how compliments is in quotes.
Yeah.
As if,
Yeah.
what, are you challenging the truth of my compliment?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why didn't you just say catcalling then? Because that's what she's getting at
That's
there.
what she's getting at. But those
What
are
if-
compliments to them. They're the same
Yep.
thing now.
Can we yell unsolicited insults?
Damn, that bitch is ugly.
Insults in quotes.
You're a whore!
That chick look like a man. You're a whore. Get off the street, you
Yeah.
slut.
Maybe it'll be just like sarcastic insult. Be like, "You're doing a really terrible job giving me a boner right now."
Not even that. Oh man.
Holy shit.
If you are a queer man, recognize that
Reject.
your sexuality doesn't exclude you from potential misogyny.
Oh my God.
Oh.
The queers, you're not off the
Even
hook.
the gays, yeah.
Start off the hook.
If you're a trans man, guess what? You're an asshole now. So,
If you are a queer man, recognize that your queer woman and non-binary friends may not feel comfortable in a male-dominated space, even if it's dominated by queer men.
oddly enough, space itself is male dominated. That's what
That's weird. Be happy to have women friends without needing them to want to sleep with you.
Oh,
The friend zone is not a thing. We do not owe you sex. Yeah, you definitely owe me sex.
that's
You owe
okay.
yourself. You owe yourself.
After reading this, you better fucking.
You owe yourself having sex with me, right?
What do you mean the friend zone is not a thing? Is she
The
trying
friend
to
zone is
totally a
for
thing.
sure.
destroy the friend zone? Are you kidding?
Yeah. The friend zone is
The
totally
friend
a thing.
zone is necessary.
The friend zone is
Yeah.
such a thing. I think it's a literal place. I think it might actually exist.
Somewhere in Kentucky.
It's a giant gazebo.
Everybody's hugging each other, like, "Hey man, you're my friend. I love you guys." But
Oh,
then
the
they all have sex.
colleague word is coming up again.
Oh no! Remember that you can lack consent in situations not involving sex. such as when pursuing uninterested women or forcing a hug on a colleague.
Forcing a hug.
Forcing a hug.
But forced hug is now a crime against
Forced-
humanity. Like
That's rape.
That's
that's a
rape,
first
yeah.
world problem. Forced hug.
Yeah, definitely. Champion sex positive women, but don't expect them to have sex with you. All right. Trust a woman to know her own body. If she says she won't enjoy part of your sexual repertoire, do not try to convince her otherwise. Oh, but then you can't convince men to do shit you want them to do if you want to play that. And what if the man is like an expert on the female body? What is he? He's a gynecologist.
Check out the Peruvian from New Jersey pronouncing French words. I am.
I'm well versed.
That's amazing.
That's
That's amazing.
Simply amazing.
I have a question for you now that we've read some of this. Do you think we are in a fallen state?
It has been confirmed. Yeah, shut up.
How
Do
does a little boy know? what
How-
ugly feel like?
how does a young boy know
What?
how it feels like to be a girl?
I love that question. So good. Oh god, savage, man. Be sensitive to nonverbal cues from women, especially around sex. We're not just being awkward for no reason. You read cat person, didn't you? What? I have no idea what that is. Oh, right. Oh, what? A woman being awkward? You read cat person? Like she's a cat lady? I don't know. Yeah. It is not cute to try to persuade a woman to have sex with you ever at all. Go home.
God.
That's not true. I've had a lot of girls say
These
that.
people want such boring lives, don't they?
Okay, if you take away persuasion, then what are we left with?
Yeah.
Nobody doing anything?
Stand there and wait.
Does this apply to them? Are they allowed to persuade us?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
We don't need to do anything to persuade you but look a little pretty, okay? Like,
Yeah, it's so easy for women.
it's fun when guys play the game. These women are boring.
Yeah, boring lives, and they want everyone else's lives to be. Well, you know what it is? It's misery loves company, right? These people are just miserable in
Yeah.
their lives, and they need everyone else to be miserable with them.
Dude, people are gonna start getting croused so often. Like, it's gonna suck.
Same goes for pressuring women to have sex without a condom. Go home and masturbate.
Whoa.
Wow. Or you could just stick it in their
Whoa.
ass. I mean, come on.
Simple solution.
Simple solution. Oh yeah, well, suck me off till I come.
There you
Don't
go.
worry about that. Accidentally impregnating a woman who doesn't want a kid. Abortion costs money. Pay for half of it.
Wait, that's her. That's just his fault.
That's not that bad. I accidentally
Abortion don't cost
impregnated a
money.
woman, and now it goes for half.
Wait,
All right.
people are going Dutch on abortions? What?
Yeah, right. That's what you say before you have sex. Like,
You should move
get
to the
pregnant, you
UK,
go
they're
Dutch.
free.
Yeah, innit, Chris?
Let's go half on that baby, yo. Oh my god.
What?
That's nuts. What about when women do that? Does that
But-
count the same?
Look at the next one. This is bullshit.
Accidentally came inside a woman without protection. Plan B is expensive. Pay for all of it.
Wow.
No, half.
Their principle about paying for half of the abortion stops when it gets expensive. That
Yeah,
says a lot, doesn't it?
yeah, it does. That's whorish.
I believe we should go
Fucking do
Dutch.
it.
Let's go Dutch because that's equal unless it costs a lot, which would hurt me. So you pay for it all because you're a man.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Get STD tested regularly.
That's
without having to
amazing.
be asked. What about women? Though? Should they
Yeah.
do that too?
Those are words to live by for Jay.
Yeah, for Jay.
Cheers.
Examine your opinion on abortion, then put it in a box because honestly, it's completely irrelevant.
Oh my God.
Wow.
So pay for half
That's
of it. Your
fuck
opinion doesn't
them.
matter on it though.
Oh,
Wow.
fuck them. Well, you know, we should reverse that and say, examine your opinion on military affairs, then put it in a box because honestly, it's completely irrelevant. That's a
Yeah.
man thing.
That's
Men are dying in war. You play no part in it. Your vote doesn't matter. Leave.
Mhm. They don't even have to sign up for something.
Go home and masturbate.
Exactly.
Yeah, damn right. Hit that G spot, y'all.
This gets
Understand that disabled women are whole sexual beings. Listen to and respect them.
Do they know what disabled means?
Yeah, what?
We're clearly missing something, otherwise they'd just be
Wait a
able.
minute. Are they saying that disabled women are nothing more than just a sexual whole? Is that
Yeah.
what I'm hearing there?
I think that's exactly what they're saying, yeah.
Listen and respect.
Spinning a paraplegic on my penis.
Oh my
It's
god. the
way
next
too much listening.
I feel like I'm being talked at by a woman right
Oh,
now.
that's exactly what's happening. She's woman-splaining.
Cunsplaining.
Cunt-splaining. She's confused. Understand that not all women have periods or vaginas. Womp womp. Science.
Yeah.
No science here.
Not all women have periods or vaginas.
Oh.
Well, were they cut off, or was there a freak accident?
That's a nuclear bomb just blew up in my brain.
Nuclear bomb.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
yeah. It jackhammered my brain.
Can you hear that?
I haven't seen this game in a long time. Next.
Believe.
Okay, the next
Believe
one
women's
is
pain.
so stupid.
Periods hurt. Endometriosis is real. Polycystic ovaries, vaginal pain, cystitis. These things are real. Hysteria isn't.
Yeah, your hysteria about your period isn't real.
what's
Get the
real.
fuck over it.
They sound like character names from Lord of the Rings, to be honest. I don't believe those things are real. And
I don't know what you're pointing at. What?
Oh.
Pipe? Sorry.
most of this stuff is listen and believe, isn't it? Listen
Yeah.
and believe is like the
Yeah.
ideal mate. It's
Yeah.
just
And these all sound like personal problems. This is shit.
But
that-
Devin, these girls don't want to date guys like
No.
that. They say do this, this, and this,
Yeah.
but they're not even attracted to the guys who are like
Yeah.
making
Yeah.
apology videos on YouTube, like sorry for all men.
Those are the guys that are like this, are the guys they friend zone, and those are the guys who are like in love with
Mhm.
them, but they're going out and fucking the jocks and assholes.
Yep.
No shots paid for it.
And then and those guys that are their friend zone, their friends are like buying all their stuff, and taking them out to dinner.
So
That's my friend. Like a
endometriosis,
brother to me.
it sounds really fancy, but it happens every single month when you have you get your period at what, like between the ages of 9 and 13 once a month, and you're telling me as like a 30-year-old woman you're not used to the shit that comes with having a period? Get fucked.
speaking
Fuck
of,
outta here.
speaking
Probably
of
on
shit and
purpose.
periods, the next one's amazing. If a woman accidentally bleeds on you, try your absolute best to just keep your shit together. Wait a minute.
No, fuck
She's
that.
the one. She's the one leaking from her groin region.
Yeah,
she
yeah.
should keep her shit together.
Yeah, keep your bleeding under control, bitch.
Is that
I
a
don't want
problem?
none of that under me.
When has that ever been a
I
problem?
don't know. That's never happened to
That
me.
sounds like a personal problem as well.
That's happened to me after a girl is done with her period and there's still like a little bit of stuff in there.
Okay, well that's
Mm.
we've covered the accidental
But I don't
bleed on.
freak out. But I mean, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't blame out somebody for freaking out and be like,
Mhm.
What about the intentional bleed on you? Then what do we do?
Yeah,
That's
true.
an aggressive move, don't you think?
Pulls off her pad and fucking rubs it
Depends
over
on
your
my
face.
face.
Like, you're bleeding on my face. I'm gonna.
If your female colleague intentionally bleeds on you,
what
um,
do you do? Don't freak out. Keep your shit together. Lobby your elected officials to implement high quality sex education in schools. Well, that's not too feminist.
That's a good thing anyway.
That's kind of good in general. Yeah. Uplift young Black and Indigenous girls at every possible opportunity. No excuses. We're gonna
How do you-
uplift.
how do you
Beyonce.
uplift? I've never uplifted someone in my life. How does it? How
You gotta ask Tice. He knows. He's an expert.
I know. Just give them the link to Upworthy.
just
Ta-da!
lift it?
Just lift it. Just uplift him.
Excuse me, Indigenous girl. Would you care to be uplifted? Yeah?
You got to be uplifted. Do not ever assume you know what it's like.
Know what what's like.
Okay.
Know what what's like. Being black, being an
No,
indigenous.
they're so special. The magic of being a woman. We have no idea what it's
We
like.
have no idea. Even if you explain it to us, we won't know. Mainly just listen to women, listen
Yep.
to us, and believe to us.
I know.
There you go.
That was the last one, number 100. It's the only place to start if you actually want all women to have a happy International Women's Day.
Like a really shit attempt at fucking brainwashing,
cute.
isn't it? It's just
Is there another funny ones in here?
awful.
I just want to read the headlines. The husband stitch? What?
Excuse me.
Husband stitch leaves woman in pain without answers. Retarded.
That was really amazing.
Yeah.
That's
Good find out.
amazing.
I got it from Devin. Don't even thank me.
Good find, Devin.
He
Mm.
showed us the link to the other one, and that
Oh,
was
yeah.
one of the that
Well,
was modified.
I wonder because Vice does some good work, you know, so they have some editorial sense about them. But
Yeah.
I guess these companies get so big, and then you have like the wing of the digital / social media / the feminist part, and then somebody up high must be like, "This is kind of not us, isn't it? This sucks a little bit."
That
There's like a
last
subdivision called Broadly, right? There's like a
that
Yeah,
thing
subdivision.
you
right.
just looked at smacks of user submitted content to me.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of internal strife in a lot of these companies. You know, I bet there's people in MTV that cringe at Francesca Ramsey.
I'm
Like
sure.
this, I can't
Oh, I can't
have this
stand
woman
her.
represent me.
Fucking up, sir, Devon. Jesus Christ.
I don't like the look at me. I'm like Barney and I'm going to talk to you about some dumb shit, but because I have
Like
a
a little
smile on my
kid.
face and seem friendly, obviously
Well-
you want to listen to me.
You know what it is with companies? I used to be in the corporate world, and everybody has to go along with the plan. So
Yeah.
if you push back, you're bounced. It's like that dude from Google who said some real stuff, and they're like, "Oh, okay, you're a problem now. You're out."
Yeah.
So it's really a mob sort of mentality there. It's not
Mhm.
conducive to just independent resistance to anything that is coming from on high.
Mhm.
So companies are not democracies; they're
Yeah.
dictatorships,
Mhm.
and that's what we see. That's the result, and that's why the YouTube world and the internet at large we're independent for better or for worse.
Mhm.
You know, it's TJ Kirk doesn't have a boss. I don't have a boss. So if I say something, it's the boss is talking. And
Yeah.
a lot of times people, they cannot speak because they risk their jobs. Like I can't disagree with whatever my dickhead boss just said because I will be fired.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really the sucky thing about being in the corporate world. You really are confined and you're caged in, especially if you're someone who likes to think about things and look at things accurately.
No,
Well, you know what's interesting? They want people to want to listen and believe. My entire life is doing the exact opposite of that.
Yeah.
Is to talk and and question.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Always
So
ask the next question.
I'm not really going to be an ally here.
Here's
Yeah.
one article from Broadly. It's called "I'm proud to be a squirter."
No,
What?
I'm not even joking.
What's wrong with squirters?
Yeah, you can pee. Good job.
Oh, right. That's kind of squirter. Okay.
The Rachel Dolezal
That's the only
documentary
kind of
is a
squirter.
hollow,
No, I
manipulative.
was thinking of a different kind.
Squirting is peeing. The sexual squirting is just peeing.
It's being.
if you guys want to know about squirting, you've come to the right place because Chris is pretty much an expert.
I've seen a lot of documentary evidence. Yeah,
Yeah.
Cock in hand.
I believe Amy is correct.
Well, it's certainly, I don't know, that's a weird feeling, squirting.
If a woman accidentally squirts on you, stop, drop, and roll.
No, open your mouth and say ah.
No. Too far, Amy. I'm gonna put my foot down on that one.
I mean, we're sharing every other bodily fluid pretty much, so.
Chris, you're eating oxtail soup later today anyway. It can't be worse than that.
Earlier today, but yeah. Oxtail soup's nice.
Correction, know your time zones, fag.
Get bent, fag.
Getting late for me and Jay now. Well, me anyway.
Jay was up till like 5 yesterday
So
and getting
how-
roasted.
I was getting roasted, man.
Roasted, mate.
Roasted.
How many of you are nowhere near sober, you degenerates?
I'm sober as fuck. What are you talking about?
I'm almost sober, but not fully.
Come on, Devon. The real question is how out of your face are you?
Well, we know what
Oh.
Jay's answer to how sober are you is then. Not very.
Yeah.
No, I'm about 4.
Hold on, let me ask him.
Oh.
Jay, do you know what it means to reload a gun?
No, that's going to be my answer from now on.
That's when you put the ammo. Did you hear that Bill Cosby was found guilty?
Yeah,
Yeah.
30 years.
I saw something on BBC
Wait,
News.
he got 30 years in jail?
Yeah.
Yeah, 30 years.
I don't think he's making it out of that.
No,
No.
he's gonna die in jail.
So I heard he gave a statement in court.
Don't know.
I don't know. I didn't see that.
What 30 years is what you get for drugging a girl and raping her?
Oh no,
Only
he's
one?
not been sentenced yet, but each
He's facing.
sexual assault carries a maximum
Well-
potential of 10 years.
He should do a live stream and get those Dankula people to start super chatting him to build up a defense fund. Oh my God.
That guy's bills are
Yeah.
paid for, aren't they now? Like his
So-
court
so-
and stuff.
A guy says gas the Jews, total Nazi. We slap him on the wrist with 800 pounds. And this guy, and Bill Cosby seduces women and you know, fudges the rules a little bit, but and we throw him in jail for 30 years.
The fucking crime against humanity.
It's a victimless crime.
Yeah. Yeah, who wants to not be on drugs when they're
Everybody wins.
Oh, wow. Apparently he completely freaked out when the judge read out the verdict.
Yeah, I got to see
I
that.
think he was doing them a favor by drugging them.
And they've held him, you know, they won't give him bail, so he's not.
I mean, let's look at it. The women who agreed to meet with him, they knew he was Bill Cosby. So they were like, I want some of this fame. I want to meet the guy. I'm starstruck. I'd like to get an autograph, a selfie. He's like, let me one up you on that. I will fuck you. I mean, he took it to the logical conclusion of their fandom. How is
Yeah,
this how is this a crime? He should be celebrated.
Yeah. Yeah, for raising these women to stardom. Cosby could get up to 10 years in prison on each of the 3 counts of aggravated indecent assault.
What's
He's
crazy
likely
is that
to
there's
get
only
less.
3 charges.
Yeah.
You know, like, isn't there 100 cases of this? So,
I don't know how many, but yeah, it's a lot.
well, this is becoming absurd. It reminds me of the Green River Killer. They were listing off his like 70 plus murders.
Oh,
And
yeah. I
they-
remember that.
They sentenced him to like 70 consecutive life sentences, but they had to go through it all.
Mhm. Doesn't make
It's just
sense.
like, we get it. I'm gonna die in jail. I get it.
Yeah. Do I really need 70 death sentences?
Amy is muted, which probably has got to be a mistake. She probably has passed out. Her head hit the button by mistake.
Hey, Devin, don't question it. Just thank heaven for small mercies.
Oh.
Yeah. We're free
Well, I
from
want to listen to her. I want to listen and believe her.
listen and believe when she's peeing.
But here's the thing: it is almost like giving women respect to say, "I think you're capable of lying.
Mhm.
I trust you enough to think that you are. It's within the realm of possibility that you would misuse this power." I mean, imagine if we just were dopely going around going, "I believe everything a guy says."
Yeah.
Imagine what that would do to sales. A
Mhm.
salesman comes up to you and it tells you some promise about a product.
Without
And you're just
me
like, oh, well, he's a guy, and I've been taught to listen and believe men just because.
listen and bereave. Here's an article. Protesters in Spain decry lighter sentence for men in gang rape case. What?
What?
That's what it says. Spain Wolfpack gang jailed for sex attack in Pamplona. And I guess women are protesting. Protesters for a lighter sentence.
Yeah, we know you're here, Amy.
Yes, yeah.
I just went
Yeah.
pee, so I need to make sure you guys knew I was back.
Yeah, we always know.
Did you accidentally bleed on your toilet, or
No.
Yeah.
did you
didn't
notice
freak
that
out.
do you have a vagina, or
I have many vaginas.
oh, you're like a cow with their stomachs? You got multiples.
Yeah.
Where do you keep them?
Oh, they're there.
Do you have an ass vagina?
It's vaginas within vaginas within vaginas.
Vagina inception.
It's fractal.
A lot of vaginas. A lot of vaginas.
Yeah. Instead of big brown boobs, you should just call me big brown vaginas.
No, I prefer big brown boobs.
Yeah,
big
I
Have you
brown boobs suit
Have you
better.
ever publicly commented on the size of your vagina?
Yes, I have, I think.
What's it like?
Oh,
Describe-
God, you're gonna do it in a minute.
It's pretty tight. That's what happens when you don't.
How would you know? Because I'm not trying to be rude, but have you tested others?
I mean, I just have I've tested one other, but
oh, timestamp that.
Yeah, we'll come back to that one.
I've been advised by other gentlemen of the
Ti-
tightness of my pussy.
Now, why does that come across as a compliment to you? What does it have to do with anything?
I don't think it's a compliment, really. I think
But
it's just
isn't-
an observation.
Isn't it saying you have class and are discerning and therefore have had few sexual partners, therefore you're tight?
I mean, I think that's what a lot of people tend to correlate with it, yeah. But it's
And
not
also-
necessarily the thing.
Tightness is also what our default setting is. So you're younger, you're tighter,
Yeah,
you're leaner.
yeah.
So you're young and classy is basically what we're saying to you,
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
and of worth.
Mm.
Yeah.
Except that
Well-
she's over 30 now. So.
That can't be the case, right? So I'm trying to figure out what the actual. Maybe,
Rude, Devin.
Like this, cry closet may help Utah students overcome stress of final exams.
Cry closet?
Yeah, stressed over final exams. This Utah University has a cry closet for students.
let's ask Chris. Chris, are you ever concerned about the tightness or looseness of the vagine?
Who's
Or
The
just-
vision-
And any vagine you come in contact with, is it
Well,
on
yeah,
your
I'm
mind? Do
concerned about any vagine that I come in contact with? Yes.
you make mental notes of it?
Wait,
I do keep like some sort of like mental track, I suppose. Yeah.
the Chris Father-
Devin, what about you? Because don't you have a huge
Huh?
dong? So do you?
Yeah.
Does it matter to you? Is it
Right,
easier?
so
like, what's your
It's all relative. So
Mm-hmm.
tight or loose, everything's tight for me. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm crowbarring into the Grand Canyon over here. So, but I just find it weird. I think it's borderline insulting to comment either way. I just don't think it's a great compliment.
Like it's not necessary, right?
Yeah, it's just like, hey,
It's
I like the
definitely
shape of your
bad a lot.
labia. Like it's a weird thing to say.
I've gotten that compliment too, though.
Oh my god, pics or it didn't happen.
later. I'll send you
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean the DMs with me and Amy is like a treasure trove of female anatomy. It's unbelievable. I'm gonna send it, bequeath it to medical science just so they can study.
You weren't supposed to tell anybody about those things.
Oh.
Oops. I'm just kidding.
Vagina,
You're
but-
cute, so you can get away with it.
Mhm. What are you
So you
saying?
gonna tell me
Alfie?
about this cry closet or what?
The cry closet. Oh, I already clicked off of it. But
That
basically,
sounds like
Utah.
some bitch ass shit.
Yeah, they have a cry closet for final exams, for the stresses of final exam.
Mm.
How about just cut yourself like a normal human being?
Or just stress the fuck out till it's over, then you're fine.
Go jerk off. God.
That's actually a really good solution.
Yeah, there's my advice to college students who are stressed about final exams. Go jerk off or get laid. Either way.
Yeah.
Ooh, I see that you posted the Jacqueline Glenn picture.
Which one?
Her being completely white, looking like.
Good
I
on-
mean, oh, wow.
It's like a scene from Weekend at Bernie's. Somebody like posted up her dead body for pictures.
Mm.
She's still alive here. Look.
I love Weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah.
She's like a zombie model.
Yeah. Chalk white. It's
Every time I see her in lingerie now, that's what I'm gonna think. She's a zombie model.
Jacqueline.
Don't people get tired of narcissism after years and years of it?
Mhm.
You wake up and you're like, do I really have to take another fucking picture of myself and post it to the world?
I
Oh, but I'm so awesome.
don't know. I love selfies, so I can't.
Some people
Yeah.
validate
Selfies is a lifestyle, huh?
and Amy.
I mean, I don't take them
I
that
only
much
take-
anymore.
I only take selfies for Amy.
I just think like the bottom of this path leads to Jeff Holiday recording his after party shenanigans with a 360 camera live stream.
Yeah.
Like you're no longer doing whatever you think you're doing. You're just virtue signaling.
Yeah.
It's like people would die and show up at heaven and be like, you have led a great life. Welcome to heaven. The gates open. They're like, hold on, where's my phone? Let me, guys, look, I'm in heaven. Like, check me out. It's like you can't be anywhere. You're just your need to make others jealous of you and win social points supersedes your desire to live your life.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I see that.
Do you?
I do, but I like to share a lot, so I
Mm.
guess I don't do anything that would make people jealous. I'm just like, oh my
Sharing
god,
is
look
caring.
at me, I'm rollerblading. Hi.
Were you sharing before you came into the like, I don't know, started making videos and stuff and made
Yeah,
yourself known?
Instagram and stuff.
Okay, so you were always like that.
Hmm.
And now we've given you power. We've fueled it, and we enable the
I'm
behavior.
drunk on the power.
Yeah.
It all changed the day Devin Tracy subscribed to my channel.
I think it's an interesting. Who do you think of the people we know would react terribly to getting new popularity in a fast time period?
Chris.
Chris.
like me.
Chris would just ignore it and not
That's true.
care and not make content. But like for example,
Chris would be annoyed that he couldn't go anywhere. That people would be coming up to him.
like if HoloWiki got 100,000 subs in a week,
Oh God, you probably die from drugs.
because you know what would happen if Joe Live Life got 100,000
Oh,
Twitter
God.
or Twitch followers. You know,
Yeah, but
It would just
that
be-
have happened then.
What, hell would freeze over.
He'd make an in-your-face Devin video.
he would be mentioning that to his nurse on his deathbed. He'd be like, "By the way, do you have any idea how many Twitch followers I had in my heyday?"
Can you imagine what would happen to Joe Live Life if he suddenly blew up?
Oh God.
I thought you meant if he actually
From
blew
what? From his neck
Spontaneous.
expanding?
He's already blown up in his neck
up.
now.
Just fucking be covered all over the state.
His jaw will split and all the fat falls out.
Hey, he lives near Alf as well. Alf would get like bits of jaw all over him.
Ew.
I don't want it.
No, nobody
Don't
does
want
Alf.
it. I'll mail
I
you a
agree.
piece.
Thanks.
How do you? I mean, what about someone like PewDiePie? He has like 70 million subscribers, most sub channel on YouTube. He seems pretty chill.
No, are you fangirling over PewDiePie now?
I
Yeah.
love PewDiePie.
Bye.
Oh my god.
Just got into him.
Amy just wants that white DNA in her so bad.
So bad, you don't get it.
Oh,
She's all about the white race, this one.
If it ain't white, it ain't right.
No!
Yeah,
I'm
it-
offended that excludes people of color from your.
Did you catch Jay Turner talking to Bananarama about how he's researching Generation Identity? Quote, researching, watching all their videos. He's meeting all their people. He's interviewing them. He's going to be going to new Generation
saying
Identity
no to
meetings.
them while they fight.
How long? This is a guy who recently bounced from the Humanist Organization, bounced from the Labor Party, looking for a new group to attach himself to.
No.
What?
No.
You're a part of the new generation and you have an identity. Seems like a perfect fit.
I'm good, thanks.
Hmm.
Whoa, whoa.
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 We should just do a whole stream just saying whoa the whole time. Whoa.
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 That would be the most annoying fucking thing ever.
Whoa, Cal.
Getting on there.
So, Devin, what are you gonna eat for breakfast this morning? You have to eat, yeah?
I'm
Tacos
having
for your breakfast.
I'm having half of a pear that was sliced up by my girlfriend, and I'm drinking English breakfast tea.
Oh,
Because
Devin,
Oh.
I am English. Wherever I am English.
oh, Devin, stop it. You're giving me a fucking right hard on right now.
And then
Please
if
stop it.
if I was lost in space and I ended up crashing on a new foreign planet,
Hmm.
I would declare that planet to be New England. And then someone would say, that name's already taken. I'd say, well, fuck, I had to think of it on the spot, you dick. Give me a break.
Stop telling me things you would do.
I'll call it New Britain. How about that? Is there a New Britain?
Oh,
Oh my god, he just came in his pants.
That sounded fucking positively climactic, that did.
Hey, Jay, can you tell me, does vegan jizz smell different?
Oh God. What does it taste like?
Yeah, they had one vegan bag, Amy, for fuck's sake.
That's what's in the Impossible
They'd
Burger.
just change your jizz instantly. God.
I declare this planet to be Turnertopia.
Wotopia.
The kettle world.
the woke planet.
New
Jay, how
Devon.
do you react to the fact that we've learned that women just want to be listened to, and you're deaf? So how's it going?
Oh my god.
Worst partner ever.
Worst partner ever. Yeah.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
He never listens.
He can black out too
Yep.
while they're talking to.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Amy. I wasn't listening for the past half hour. I blacked out.
Yeah.
And you started telling me about your day.
That's actually
Yeah.
quite a fucking handy story to be, have a.
The rest of us had to work at the skill of blocking women out. Jay was born that way.
Oh my god, lucky you, Jay.
No, but I think it is a lost art, the listening thing. I mean, you don't even have to be sincere. You could misuse this power because you see how important it is to them, right?
Yes.
So just the art of listening. Have you ever noticed that? I've noticed some people that they just listen.
Mhm.
Where they're not in a panic to steamroll. No, I'm just kidding with the Amy shit.
Okay.
But like there will be times where I'll have a super fan. I'll be talking to them, and they're more than happy just to listen to me, and I feel guilty about it. I'm
Why
like,
do you
you could
feel
just
guilty?
you could just butt in and talk, and we can go back and forth. But you
But
know,
you have a lot
I
of
don't know.
good shit to say. You're nice to listen to.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah,
but do you
maybe
know
they
that
don't have
this-
anything to add.
Yeah, perhaps. But there are different social pressures. So there's the general social pressure of talking one-on-one with someone to avoid dead air. But then that is exaggerated when you're in public. So it becomes even more unnatural. And then when you can't see the person, there's more of a panic. You know, that you just can't. All you have is the sound.
Yeah.
So there's nothing to sort of bridge that weirdness. But it's amazing how fast we do get awkward with silence.
Do we? Do we?
Oh
Not
yeah.
us, 'cause we've been talking for a while.
I don't feel awkward at the silence, surprisingly.
I'm the same as Amy.
Yeah. So, I know me and Amy have had some quite good silences that lasted.
But
When I was at Chris's, me and Chris had some silences.
Yeah, we did.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
when
yeah.
you guys met up, yeah. Yeah, you don't
Oh,
talk much.
I witnessed some of that silence and it was awkward for me, and I was like 10,000 miles away.
They were quiet while they were fagging out.
Isn't that like comfort
It's
to you? I find that's
unstoppable.
comfortable when you can be silent with your friends and not worry
it's
about
great.
the pressure. You can just chill out.
I will
Yeah,
say
exactly.
it's interesting when I'm editing audio. A lot of the times, a joke is not a joke unless there is silence, and sometimes after you say something, silence can be very potent as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like there are some really good speakers and comedians who will say something and they'll be confident with whatever they just said to let it sit and fill the room with its meaning. So you'll say something and then rest. And it's like it's as important as it is in music. Without silence or measures of non-notes in music, that wouldn't be music. It would cease to be what it is. So again, it's noticing what you're not hearing. So if somebody's not talking, that is something.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
I bet you get the opposite person is excited to meet you and they just don't shut up. They just keep talking.
Yeah, you see that a lot. You see dudes who just talk and they filibuster. You know, Jordan Peterson is like that, Nick Fuentes like that. They'll just keep talking. People think, well, he must be saying something important because he keeps talking.
He made the largest word
But then
sound.
there's Sam on the other end, right? Like he takes pauses and you can tell he's thinking.
Yeah, he'll pause mid-sentence, pre-sentence.
Mhm.
See, pausing pre-sentence is gangster. Where mid-sentence, he's looking for a word. He's trying to articulate himself.
Mhm.
He doesn't feel that pressure. He's like, I want to get this right. Let me think for a second. Because it's almost, I don't know, you're admitting that you don't have perfect forethought on an issue. If you can say, hold on, let me think about what I'm saying here.
Right.
But Peterson does that sometimes, and he's just bullshitting, where he goes,
Yeah.
I want to think of something to say that's not dumb. Hold on. When he's asked a basic question.
Yeah, right. Let me think about this for a minute.
And you notice that Peterson is playing his fame as if it's going to go away. He's taking every interview. He's doing, his schedule is packed to the gills.
Oh yeah.
He's not like retracting and sort of taking it easy and filling out and choosing his spots.
Mhm.
He's just going full bore. He's like, here it is. This is my ticket. I'm riding it. I think that lessens his value, and I think even his culture scrubs are going to get sick of it.
Yeah. I've long been of the opinion he's only in it for the fucking money.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and attention.
Indeed.
Money, money, money.
Money.
That's hard to resist because what is he going to do with all that money?
Retire very comfortably.
Yeah, that's true. He is kind of.
He was already on that path, so I don't. You just asked the question. It's just a strange thing. What do you do with money after you reach a certain amount? Like a guy like Rogan, for example. He could go on the most hedonistic world tour you could ever imagine.
Yeah.
But he's married. He's got kids. He's got a home. Well, he can get a second home. Oh, really? When is he going to spend? Now it's just a headache. He's got everything he wants. He has security. His great grandchildren have security. It becomes very interesting to see what people choose to do if they had no obligation to do anything. And Joe Rogan, he works for the UFC because he loves it. There's no other reason. There's no point financially for him at this stage.
No, yeah, he loves doing that. And the podcast.
That's one of the benefits of when you're financially stable in life is you can literally do what you want and enjoy life.
I also like his attitude about fuck you money. He's like, what's the point of having fuck you money if you don't tell people to fuck off?
Yeah.
Rogan doesn't really engage with the negative people. He took a stance, a philosophical stance, sort of a pot smoker stance, which is fuck them, and he really means it. And he doesn't read the comments. He just is like, okay, I get it. It's a bunch of angry people out there. They're going to say nasty shit no matter what.
Yeah.
And he's just over it. And he acts, he's operating. He's dancing as if nobody's watching. Basically, that's he just doesn't care. He's going to say whatever's on his mind, and he's not reading antithesis of a guy who's reading the chat.
Yeah.
Oh, he's doing what he loves to do, and it's working well for him. So he's just gonna keep on doing that.
I love Rogan. Rogan's really great. Like he even admits he's not the smartest guy or whatever, and you can tell sometimes. Like he doesn't really know what he's talking about. But he doesn't care. He's open and curious, and that's you can tell.
He's called himself the meathead philosopher.
Yeah.
But he is a Renaissance man, and you don't have to. There are things to admire about Rogan that are outside of his personality. So I'm not a big fan of hunting or his sort of obsession with health and nutrition, and it's all a little bit like whatever. It's like listening to Marino talking about McLaren, but it's these other things, these other aspects of him, like his fearlessness and also just his success. There's a lot of success envy and but it's also just admirable. It's like the guy, everything he's tried in his life has turned to gold. So on a basic level, we have to recognize that and be like, wow, that's good job, man. I wish I could.
Genuinely nice guy too. I really it was cool meeting him and shit. He's just cool. He's a cool guy.
Yeah, he seems like a nice guy.
Everyone wants to be his friend.
Are you taller than him?
No. He's taller than him.
Tiny.
He's fucking beefy though.
He was on his knees in the picture, and he was still taller than her.
No, I was wearing heels. Okay? Shut up.
Well, let me ask you: if you had fuck you Joe Rogan money, what would you do with your life?
Travel.
Here's a question:
vlog.
how would Chris's life be discernibly different from what it is right now?
I wouldn't have to go to work anymore.
Yeah, that's about it.
Upgrade your computer. I mean, what?
Nah, I've just done that.
Would you move into a bigger house?
No.
It's amazing.
That's amazing.
What's wrong with the house I've got? I don't need a bigger house.
Exactly. I knew it. People from the north of England are. It's just more money will not change anything. They asked that to Carl Pilkington. He said, "I'd get my heater fixed." That was
my Peter.
My Peter fixed.
Heater.
Oh, heater. I'm like, what's a Peter?
The boiler. His boiler was broken.
I'll get my faucet to stop leaking.
I love Carl Pilkington. He's funny.
What would Jay do? Jay would take a world tour.
Damn.
I'd be doing that shit too.
Yeah,
I'd be traveling.
I'd travel
Traveling,
around,
vlogging, eating. Eat, pray, love, everybody. I want to like interview people in the streets in different places and just talk. That'd be so fun.
I'd travel around and have people travel to me.
Are you saying Amy's version of Eat, Pray, Love is talk, talk, talk?
Yeah. Hello. Blah blah blah. Me.
Amy would pay people to be around 24/7 to talk to.
Talk,
No,
squat,
I don't
talk.
need to pay people. People love
Yeah,
me. Stop it.
Yeah. I mean, you're paying me. You didn't.
I'm not going to deny myself the love that I get in my life anymore. I'm taking a stand.
Are you gonna write 100 ways that you're taking a stand on this for
Yeah,
women
fuck
of
that,
color
man. I have better things to do.
as yourself? Yeah,
I
you should
want,
write
like,
a woman
if
of
I-
color article.
Oh god. If I should stop being little whiny bitches.
Yeah.
I want to you know what I would do if I had like an unlimited supply of money or a lot of money, I would like get a giant amount of land, get a giant house and live in it, and that would be where everybody could come travel and hang out. There'd be like a big ass barbecue area, there'd be a gazebo, a designated smoking area, a basketball court, a swimming pool, a hot tub. I'd have a badass bar, just like a chill party house. Where
that
everybody
sounds
could come hang out, you know?
That's what I'm saying. Where I was like, I'll travel around, but then I'll have like people travel to me, like in a big
Yeah.
house, and have everybody come by.
It really like I
Meet
just
up.
it sounds so
Pardon.
corny and cheesy, but like the people you have around you make a huge difference in how you like experience your life. And if you have cool people around you, you tend to enjoy life more. Why wouldn't you want to spend time with those people and do cool shit with those people?
Duh.
Hello.
Chris
What the
doesn't
fuck?
want to. Chris doesn't
I
want to
got-
see anybody.
Chris is cool with us though. As much as he pretends to hate people, he loves
Yeah.
us.
He loves
Yeah,
us.
you're all right.
Yeah, you're all right. Only when you do things for me.
What do you want to
I
do
just-
for me? You make me laugh, I suppose.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it would be my dream to have everybody over and I'd just be in the kitchen slaving away making meals and
Damn right.
coffee and tea and oh, it'd be so cute.
Would you be
Love
naked apart from like
Yeah, hula hooping in your underwear for
I'd
us.
wear like a French maid hoary ass
Oh.
outfit, yeah.
that'll do.
You know what?
All right.
Yeah.
Go fund me.
I think an ideal scenario for many people, especially women, might be like a Logan Paul setup. So like a daily vlog thing. So it's just I'm going to live my life. Somebody's going to film it. Somebody's going to edit it, and I'm going to have a huge fandom based off this, based off me just doing me. And I'm going to get rich and famous and travel and just have fun with my friends. And be paid. It's like this is some Willy Wonka shit. This is like, I mean, what is this? This is. Didn't they make a movie called Toys? And it was about a young boy, and his dream was, I just want to live with a bunch of toys and be rich and just have access to a
I
toy.
don't want to vlog every day. I don't want to have to vlog every single day.
I don't want to work. You got to do something.
Well, yeah, for sure. But like, would it have to be a vlog? I mean, I imagine this is obviously like ridiculous to think about, but
Obviously.
like, imagine if like one of our channels blew up or something, right? Like if my channel blew up or something, that work wouldn't be work to me. That'd just be like my fun thing. But I'm talking about vlogging in particular. Like I want to be able to spend time with people without cameras and shit too. You know?
Well, yeah, I mean, channel, I guess that's kind of like a vlog.
Yeah, a little bit. I
Like
mean, I would do
video.
vlogs here and there like I do now, like little videos whenever I feel like it. But like the other stuff, obviously, I'd have to do that to make a living.
Maybe I'm getting philosophical about it, but yeah, creating videos, uploading them, you're making something. You're putting something out there.
Mhm.
And then hopefully, maybe if you're lucky, somebody will give something back. But you definitely have to initiate. You've got to just, here's creation, boom, enjoy. I just created my music video for Intergalactic Planetary Beastie Boys, Tracy Video Remix. And I was concerned that it was a bad video, but I have 70 views and 22 likes, 0 dislikes. So screw you.
I just want you to know that I sent Mike Pierce your Tracy Remix channel today, and he's
Oh,
a
yeah.
new subscriber.
Oh, beautiful. Well,
He was
I've
like,
sort of-
"Hey, listen to this song. It's in Devin's video." I'm like, you know, he has a Tracy Remix channel, right? He does like all his mashups and stuff. And puts them up there. Hello. He's like, no, link me, bitch. I'm like, all right, bitch, here you go.
Oh my God,
Stop
like
to that.
duh.
Up to that shit.
Oh my God. He talks like such a caveman. He is so rough.
I'm just trying to seem gangster.
I said, give me the link, bitch, before I choke slam you.
Incredible.
Spear you through the head like a fish.
RKO out of nowhere.
What the
I'm
fuck
gonna
did you
go show. I'm gonna show my video to my girlfriend, so I'm gonna leave you guys where I found you.
Okay.
And,
Okay.
For anybody who's watching this is your cue to leave as well.
Tell her I said
Oh,
hi.
fuck you. Don't leave me. All right, bye.
Bye.
Bye, Devin.
Bye.
So what's up? We're gonna read another one. Y'all want to chill out? What y'all want to do?
I can still chill out for a little bit more, maybe another half hour at the most.
Yeah, at the most. Same here. I want to head out soon.
What do you guys talk about?
I don't know what is happening for us. I need to get some shit together, guys. So I actually want to hang out with you guys, and I want to put together the rating sheet for the Amy and Chill thing.
Oh yeah.
Right? Because like if basically it's gonna be like if I was talking to you, right? I want you to tell me what you would want to know about that conversation, so I can kind of like brainstorm and build a rating sheet. I'm probably gonna get your guys' help for a lot of it.
You guys is
Your guys' is
All
Guys,
sorts
this
of
is hell.
fun.
yeah. I want you to be my project contributors
Oh god.
because I love you guys.
God.
Oh
I would
God! Shut
love
up,
to
Chris.
help.
I know you would, Jamie. I love you.
That sounds fun. Well,
That sounds fun.
I suppose.
Chris just sounds like he wants to die.
He's the
That
British.
sounds fun.
I am very, very tired, to be fair.
Yeah, it is late.
Yeah.
It is late.
What a
Getting on a
wuss.
bit.
You Nancy.
I've had a busy day.
Mm.
Nah.
Yeah, I need to talk to you too, Travis. There is a stream on Saturday we're doing about Harry Potter. Oh my God, Chris,
Harry
I need
Potter?
to figure out what torrent site I can use because Pirate Bay doesn't work anymore for me.
So I'll hook you up later. Don't worry.
That would be great. Okay. Yeah, I need to download Harry Potter 5, 6, and both 7s.
Not a problem.
Chrissy
Yeah.
said, I want a Prince Charming fuck work. Give it to me, Chrissy. I'll keep you pregnant, barefoot, and full of food.
Aw.
and doggies. But we'll probably be poor.
Hey,
It's only
Into,
one.
what's up? Talking jackass. Shay Fox. Who are you talking about, bitch ass motherfucker?
Who?
Talking about Devin.
What? Where?
Remember
What?
that
Who?
Shay Fox person?
What?
Would have to know about.
Have to be
What?
about priority or Amy and
That
Jill.
just doesn't make sense.
Aw.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Fucking
I'm just looking at the chat and I see a comment that says,
Alf, the people in your chat are on drugs.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
that makes sense.
That is not surprising. Oh my God.
You can have more guinea pigs in a bigger house. That's a good point. Long-haired guinea pigs too.
You could have long-haired ones.
Yeah, those are cute.
Those were weird looking.
Yeah, they're.
How annoying does that have to be for them?
Well, at least if I go bald, I know I can strap one to my head.
That won't look in any way strange.
No, and I'll
It would
feed
if
my
you-
hair.
You wear Peruvian, but no, you can
I'll walk around with mini carrots and feed my hair as I walk down the street.
mini
I'm
carrots.
eating mini carrots right now. I love that.
Shit, perfect.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then when they get old and die, I can cook them up and eat them.
There you go.
The supply of food.
Yeah, that's a lot of shaving you're gonna have to go through.
Yeah. Nah, I just cut the skin right off. I don't even have to shave it.
Yeah.
Mhm. My elbow scrape is still hurting. If it touches stuff, it burns.
I was worried about that. Thanks for letting us know.
Fuck off, Chris. So rude, man, with his
I
British
don't know what you're on
sarcasm
about. I
all the
was
time.
being completely sincere.
No, you were not.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, you never know. With the British.
Actually, I can tell if he still doesn't know if I was serious or not.
No, I didn't.
I'll give you a clue. I was not.
I had a feeling. I had a feeling. So what are you guys gonna do for the rest of the day now? Obviously, the Brits are gonna sleep. Alfie,
Yay.
Probably gonna make food.
I'm gonna finish my video.
Fucking Marino, you are so rude. Said you think your elbow is bad? You should see the street.
You just don't get the sympathy you deserve, do you?
Oh, I don't deserve sympathy. It's okay.
No, you
I
don't.
don't. He wants to keep me on my
I bet you
toes.
bounced really well.
Oh, I
bounced
flipped
really
a couple of times for sure.
Off your bum.
Yeah, it hurt,
Onto
man.
your arse.
Mhm.
Good thing you have a bouncy bum, or it would have been worse.
Yeah, for real. I just clenched and my muscles were like, what the? But like,
Let's see.
oh my God, the left side of my body compressed the right side of my body because
body.
the weight was like, thunk.
Nearly every mass killer is a man. Why aren't we talking about that? By Gary Young. After the Toronto attack, there should be a debate about toxic masculinity and the issues of identity
Fuck
and
off.
rage that turn so many men towards violence. It's because women never shut up. That's why they turn to violence.
Yeah, I know. The woman just shut up and sucked dick. It wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, if you just
I
shut up,
agree.
eat a sandwich, and suck their dicks, there would be no more violence in the world. If only women knew their goddamn place.
There really is something to that. I'm not gonna lie, there really is.
Bill Cosby wouldn't be going to jail.
Yeah.
Oh, shut up, Alfie.
Oh man. History in 4 words. Anybody got one?
Your mom is gay.
Old dead white dudes. Somebody wrote.
Oh my God, seriously?
Oh,
That's all people think history is.
wow.
Big ass world wars.
What my ex is. People of color ignored. That's somebody
Oh
say history in 4 words. Oh god. Oh
If
man.
more men went vegan like Jay, there wouldn't be so much violence.
Whoa. 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 Not vegan.
It's one hell of a lifestyle choice, Jay, but you know, we support you.
Oh my god.
Mm.
Yeah, you have 1 vegan burger and
You had
oh,
2
is that-
vegan burgers, Jay.
All right, fine. I had 2.
And you've got another 2.
I do actually.
See, he's gone vegan, Marino, basically.
I haven't got.
Somebody said George Washington lived there. It's a weird way to push it. Watch Bill and Ted.
What's that? What's Bill and Ted? I've heard that before.
Well, it's two old
What?
films. They're making a new one, aren't they, Alf?
Are they?
Yeah, they're
I've
making
been hearing that, but then I never see anything come of it.
Yeah, I actually saw a shot with Keanu Reeves and the other guy.
What? Alex Winter.
Yeah, thank you. Like a modern one. That I'm pretty sure it's on.
What?
No, right?
That's weird.
I'm quite excited. I'm sure it'll be
Yeah.
terrible.
Oh yeah, but maybe it'll be terribly good.
Yeah, I was gonna say the originals were pretty terrible, but they're also awesome. So, and Amy, I'm guessing you haven't seen them.
Seen what?
Bill and Ted.
No, that's why I just asked what the fuck it was.
And just add it to the list, dear.
All right.
Harlan's in them.
All right, dear. No problem.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure and Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey.
Oh, I've heard of those. I just haven't seen them.
They're incredibly awesome.
It's where
Especially
Bill
Jay
and Ted.
imitates one of the characters from that movie.
they are excellent. Good point, Chrissy.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Retirement.
What is the third one? I'm sure I'm not making
gonna
this
be
up. I
something
might
like-
have dreamt it.
Like Bill and Ted's Radical Retirement Home. Yeah.
Amy's making me hungry.
I'm eating carrots, mate.
I'm gonna eat a packet of hula hoops because that's what I've got. right
Ooh,
now.
what's a hula hoop?
A packet of hula hoops.
Oh, I like.
Yeah, take a picture, Jay.
Yeah. I forgot.
Hula
I can do
hoops.
Put one, on
Hula
each,
hoops.
put one on each of your fingers, like when you was a little kid, and take a picture.
that.
High
Look
five.
like
I can get one on my pinky.
tiny onion rings.
Yeah, of course.
Ooh. 55582. Is that my right, Busta? Okay, so 27 minutes is the next one. So I'm going to leave in about 15.
Yeah.
All right. All right, niggas.
All right. We'll end it when you leave
Yay!
because,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter if you're not here.
No, it doesn't matter if you're not here.
Oh,
Someone else.
She was
is.
so fucking.
let's make out.
No.
Make out right here. Make it all slobbery, a real string of penis.
Oh, so romantic though.
There it is. There it is.
Alf, you should name you next stream Alfie's Home with the Meat Sweats Volume 1. Red guy.
What? The meat sweats.
I agree, Red Guy. That is a very good name.
Maybe I will. And I'll spell it that way. But you have to be on that stream. You got to come on that stream.
Yeah.
And I'll name it that. Alfie's Home with the meat
I
sweats.
wonder if
Volume
Red guy types really fast or real slow. Does he have to think about the way that he types? Or?
Red Guy, do you type really fast or really slow?
Type them as fast as you can. 3 sentences right now.
Yeah, 3 full sentences.
Full sentences. No, takes too long.
Mhm.
Oh, gotta wait
There
for it
might be a bit of a delay as well.
There's a little bit of a lag, right?
Yeah.
Nope, too long.
Between 5 and 10 seconds, I think it is.
Maybe. Type very fast.
He rolls over the keyboard.
He types with a hammer. No,
Oh, yeah, with the hammer.
type very fast. It's
Oh.
like it gets worse. The red guy language gets worse the faster he types.
Oh,
Right.
that is
Love it.
cute.
Teach your cat to type. Break keyboard bunch of time.
Who did you did or the cat?
No, red guy.
Have you seen
Oh.
Red Guy's cat? It's fucking.
Yeah.
sweet.
No, I haven't
It's
seen it.
the
I want to see
beast.
his cat.
Have you not seen Red Guy's cat?
No, send DM it to me, red guy. I wanna
Red
see
Guy,
it
post a picture of your cat to Alf.
on Google. On fucking Discord. Googly. Oh, there's the Bill and Ted's.
Yeah, I put it in there.
Oh, the hula hoops.
Yeah.
They look like mini
Oh,
onions,
look at those. They look yummy, James.
They are really
Oh.
nice,
or
actually.
what we
love
call
them.
funyuns.
You remember that shit? Wendell, I think Wendell sent that to like Marina and it was the 10-hour long version. It just keeps going on.
That 10-hour long one is just absolutely awesome. I can't believe you did that.
So funny. Oh, Wendell. I love Wendell.
Oh, Talking Donkey used that in a video of
Yeah,
me.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yes.
I still love the one with the Western with me, Chris, and Devin.
That's right.
Mhm.
That's right.
I love Paul's little videos. They're so great.
And I've heard that there's some more in the pipeline as well. I don't,
Woo! Oh, I
I
can't
know,
wait
right?
for that.
don't want to give too much away. I don't know anything else.
What are you doing? Oh, those are the funyuns, huh? I mean,
Paul's
the
fucking
hula
awesome.
hoops.
I love Paul. Paulie.
Is that Jordan Peterson who did
Oh.
Paul? Don't box my Paul.
Box the body, the
Oh.
binary.
I see red guy. I have seen it. It's a fatty. Let's get hairless cat.
The next one is big. That's what she said.
Big. Oh. Paul's got a big one coming. Big and old. Yeah, that guy was funny.
Oh
What's
my
wrong
god.
with you, man? They're
Man.
That
remaking
was,
this
oh my god.
old-
I just
an Italian movie. I like Italian horror movie called Suspiria, and then like remaking it American version. And I'm so scared it's gonna be shitty. Make a shitty remake because they can make a really good one. It'd be awesome.
some fucks are my muse. I know how you feel.
Generation.
Same here, Paul.
No.
I need to
Scam.
make a video with with all you guys in it.
Scam facts.
That's what I want to plan on doing.
That's what Aaron would
next.
call it.
Oh, there you go.
Scam
Red guy,
facts.
Red guy posted his cat into the IU Discord.
Yeah, just that. Big kitty. That's a giant pussy.
And he lets it play with the kids apparently in the neighborhood.
Yeah, it plays with the kids. The kids don't play with it.
Yeah. The parents are gonna win.
See a head, my hand sticking out its fucking mouth like ah.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
That was very dismissive. Mhm.
Amazon revealed the gruesome first footage.
It's been a long time since I heard that sound from Jay. Opening
What?
packets and crinkling shit.
Okay.
I've missed it.
What do you mean it's been a
He's
long
always the
time?
loudest one.
Well, you've not been at home.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
so-
Jamie.
Yeah, I was away for like a week, wasn't I? At one point.
Dirty stop out.
No. Well, I'm gonna be a dirty stop out again soon
Yeah,
because I'm
What a
going
nonsense.
to London.
It's gonna be a man whore in London.
man, or a nonce.
Days.
Going to be a perfect gentleman in London.
Exactly.
The Guntoland. Gash Hound J.
What's the weather there? How's the weather today for you guys, or what is it like now?
It's dark.
Oh,
It's
bollocks.
tags.
I meant earlier, Chris. God.
It's been sunny, windy,
Dick.
bit cold, but quite nice.
Hmm.
There you go. Thank you. Was that so hard?
It wasn't, no.
Nah.
So I just learned something new about these little hula hoops, which I will never be buying
They're
again.
not real hula hoops, Jay, you fucking tight bastard.
Oh no, the first ones were that was the only packet I had. Now I've only got the cheap ones left, and I'm just
Alright.
looking at the packet. And they're suitable for vegans.
No.
Yeah.
So Jay's basically Marina, Jay's still vegan. He's refusing to eat meat. I don't know what to do.
I'm not refusing.
Well, go on fucking Nana Pepperami or something.
You have to prove it.
I
Jay.
have no pepperoni.
Jay, you have to prove it. You have to eat meat right now.
Yeah, you have to eat meat right now.
Prove it to it. Still eat meat, or we're gonna start calling you a vegan.
Why didn't you ask me this earlier when I was eating my chicken selects?
Oh yeah, you were eating.
Why didn't you tell us that earlier? Then this
How do we know those weren't veggie fucking chicken selects?
Oh yeah, it might have been like soy chicken or something.
Yeah.
Well, you could say that about everything then.
Not everything.
What?
You could
Fair
be
enough.
eating a cat.
Yeah.
Not my thing.
Or a dog or a horse.
So a chicken selects.
Horse. No, I'm up for that.
Toe chicken.
Horse is nice actually. Sorry, chat, but horse is nice.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Whoa, I've never even heard of horse meat. You've had horse meat before?
Yeah. You
Yeah.
can horse meat
When do they kill the horse? Like it's
Well, I
on
don't know.
Tuesdays.
I don't ask them when they kill it. No, you can't really buy horse much in the UK, but it's a French thing.
Okay.
Eat it while it's still alive.
Red Guy's just said, eat a box of steak flavored Gengos, Jay.
Gangalos.
Gangle-O's. I like Gangle-O's.
Eat it while it's still
Alfio's
breathing,
are better.
Jay. Of course, Chrissy.
It's the last playmate you ever play with, Alf.
I know, it's like it's so
I know how
nice.
to prove I'm not vegan. I'll just have a bowl of cereal. There you go.
Oh, yeah, some milk.
Yeah, full
So you just
fat.
vegetarian.
How do we know it's not almond? How do we know?
Red guy.
Or coconut milk.
Yeah, how do we know? How do we know it's not plant milk? I don't know, grass milk or something.
Yeah, grass
Plants
milk.
don't have titties, Alfie.
Oh.
I'll feed everything with taste.
Checkmate, atheist.
Ooh. Chuck my off.
Okay, let me see. Let me see, Bastine. Then I
Let
have
me
to
see.
go.
If it win the race, it a horse. If it lose the race, it horse meat.
There you go. That's how I decide. Red guy.
Guy
knows.
proverbs.
Yeah.
Red guy should be like a snack, and every time you bite into a red guy, that says some proverbial shit on it.
I can't remember
Gospel
who it was
Red Guy. Brilliant.
that called Red Guy a sentient cranberry, but that's my favorite thing.
Or maybe the rapper will have a proverb on it.
Sentient cranberry.
They could be like cherry covered chocolates.
Okay, guys, I actually have to run out. I just noticed 18 minutes until the next one. Okay.
We gotta
Thanks,
go,
Susan.
guys.
Bye, everyone.
Love you guys.
Thanks for everybody watching.
Bye.
Bye.
Peace.